All right, what's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are. We got it on a Saturday evening, the FTR Dash4Cash series, where we will feature two heats and a main event from Richmond, right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. I got Eagles, owner of FTR, Billy in here. J-Wow's going to join me for the booth, I believe. Might see Hollywood come through. What's up, guys?
How
Hey,
you
what's up,
doing?
buddy?
Yeah, so, if you want to, Billy, just walk us through what's going to be happening today.
Yeah, so this is race number two of the Dash for Cash series here at Richmond Speedway. Tonight, starting here in just a few minutes at 5 o'clock, we'll have our first heat race. And then we'll run our second heat race around 6. And then we'll fire off our main event around 7 o'clock tonight, man.
All right, it sounds good. And if I got it right, Eagles will be starting on the pole for that first heat.
He will.
And we got him in here with us. Eagles, what are you trying to achieve out there in this first heat?
Um, Trying to achieve the win. Be cool to start on the front row for the main event. Just really trying to fill the car out. With running the same times we're in the main event, and just able to run a full fuel run there in the first heat. Mandatory pit stop. So gonna get a chance to try strategy, fill the car out, and of course the goal is always to get first. So we'll see if number 9 can't do that tonight.
All right, sounds simple enough to say, but it's a lot harder, especially at something like a short track like this, and with what we got on the line. Speaking of what's on the line, Billy, what is on the line?
Right now, since this is race number two, right now we got $300 raised up. So far right now, and I'm thinking we're probably gonna have close to probably by 800, maybe we might reach a grand for the season end payout. It's looking pretty good right now. We'll pay the top four out for the season ending championship. Obviously, the winner will get 50%. Then we'll do 25% for second, 15% for third, and 10% for fourth. So should be a good little payout here at the end of the season, man. Some guys can pick up some guys can pick up some good cash, man.
Yeah, definitely exciting. Just like your special events around the holidays you've been doing, and you got the Turkey Day Thunder coming up fairly soon. Um, so it's a different aspect to the game, to the community, to come out here and you know take this hobby and maybe turn it into a little cash.
Yeah, most definitely. We've had a pretty good turnout here. A little bit less than what we had last week, but it's Richmond. The next race will be October 21st here for the Dash for Cash series. It'll be at Phoenix, so that'll be an exciting race. We might see some two and three wide action there, and then I think the fourth race is at Talladega, so that should be a fun and exciting one as well.
Yes.
Is it too late to join?
Oh no.
No, it's not too late. I mean, it's just this will be the second points race, so it'll be probably be very very difficult to get into the final four. But we still welcome everybody. Everybody that's listening. If you feel like you want to race, and come on and join us. Like we'll still keep the invites are still open. So yeah, for sure.
All right. So, Well, you have anything that you would maybe like to ask Eagles or Billy about what's going on here?
No, I mean, I just looking forward to a great race, and I love Richmond. A lot of beating and banging, and a lot of strategy. So I hope we have a good race today.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll see some fenders get bumped a little bit here, and it can get loose late in those runs off the exit, especially out of two. So, get some door-to-door action there late in the race could be interesting.
Yes, sir.
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of strategy, like you said, a lot of fall off, and this is just one of the tracks I just really love. It's a lot of just trying to get in a rhythm and just truly focusing on every single lap and laying down lap times.
Most definitely. This is. I feel like this is one of these places where it's very rhythm track. Like I feel like it's a driver's track as well. I mean, I think once you get in the groove, you can put down some good laps and consistent laps. It's just trying to keep the car up under you. So, well, guys, I hate to run, but we're fixing to have to start this first heat race. So I will get you guys invites to the to this first race, man. Thank you guys for doing this.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. We're ready for that green flag in heat number 1. And you heard it from the man himself. It won't be long before we get going.
All right, guys.
All right, Billy's off to take care of all that. All right, we got JWoww back in the booth with me. Good little race we witnessed there Thursday together.
Oh yeah, I think it only gets better from here. Richmond, the short track racing, it's just a lot of good racing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, we're going to see these guys, I think they're looking at one stop in each of the heat races. And then I'm not sure exactly what they're looking at for the main event. It might be one stop per stage. Because you can get quite the run out of these cars at Richmond. They go for a long time.
Yeah. What do we have any confirmation on, like 3 times, 4 times? Where?
Yeah, it's 3 times, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm going to try to bounce in here and see if I can catch any of the mandatory pit rules. Also, comment in the chat if you use Discord and your stuff's just been messed up. Alright, so the mandatory stops for the main event will be 1 stop in stage 1 and 2 stops in each of the last 2 stages. And just in the heat races, it will be 1 mandatory stop. And these will be 13% straight on races for the heat races. And then the main event is 50% times 3 tire wear and fuel consumption. So, yeah,
Should be rolling off soon.
Yeah, should be doing that very soon. And honestly, I don't know how, do you think benefit to pitting early maybe in either the heat race or the main event? You think that would be the move?
It really depends on where you're at on the track. Say if you're running first, second, you kind of just want to run it long because those tires do fall off and you lose a lot of grip. But if you're back in, say, 5th, 6th, 7th, and you really need to make up some track position, you really can just start blocking that bottom lane and force them to pass you on the outside with fresher tires and make it their life a lot harder for them. So yeah, it just really depends on where you're at on the track.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Maybe if you're running up there and close to that top 5, maybe nose to tail with them, you get in there first, you might be able to steal a couple spots or something to that effect. But yeah, I don't think it would be beneficial to somebody way back in the pack to do that. Considering
this pit entry is really tricky as well. So you can make up a lot of time, but you could also risk it and losing it all by getting a speeding penalty.
Yeah, and especially if you have multiple guys pitting at the same time, it's kind of, pushed down into a single file type of entry there. Door to door would be very bad for, either driver, especially the guy on the inside with all that wall.
Yeah, it's basically a blind entry because you don't see where that yellow line is, and you kind of have to just time it where you're at. Because I like to use the little dotted white lines to give you like a preference on when you could start turning in to go on that apron, and allow you to get in that pit entry.
Yeah, that is definitely a good indicator on how to maybe judge the pit road, because it is a blind entry, going around the apex of 3 and 4 there. So it kind of does just creep right up on you.
Yeah. So I don't know what the driver lineup is for this Heat 1, but I feel like it's pretty stacked. We got invites. Are we able to join?
Alright, so I just now got invites. No join message yet. So we should be looking at good, getting ready to go here. Thanks to everybody who is watching. Got B New Stu and JWoww is back in the booth. But make sure you hit that like button for us, and make sure you're subscribed so you can be partially entered for a diecast giveaway coming up in a couple of weeks.
Man, I love me some diecast, honestly. I got a couple of my own. I got a custom-made one for the one race that JCR sponsored Joey Gaze back in 2020, and it's a really special diecast. It may have been a little bit pricey, but I like collecting them.
Yeah, Hollywood's big diecast guy.
Speaking of Hollywood.
Oh, there he is. We're just
What's
speaking
up, boys?
of Hollycast. We're just speaking about how you were a big diecast guy.
Big diecast guy. That's right.
Big diecast guy. All right, so
I'm superstitious with what I have on my desk for racing. I swap them out. Like if I have a few bad races, I'll swap them out. Display a different diecast.
Hey, we're looking if you were looking into making a trade on fantasy, Hollywood.
Oh, okay. What are we cooking up?
What I'm looking right now, I'm just trying to see what I could cook up.
Shit.
See, you got Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs, but I'm more
Henry's
looking for a tight end.
Oh no.
I could give you Jake Ferguson for Dallas Goddard.
Ferguson.
Not bad.
What do we think, Stu?
That's actually a steal on your part.
I mean, it could go either way.
Jordan Love train.
Jordan Love train, man. We
Cowboys?
rely on Jordan Love. He wasn't doing too good before I hopped on the broadcast booth, but as I wasn't watching the game, he started lighting it up.
Did these guys say
invites, but no join message yet?
I don't know if they're. I think I'm gonna stick with Goddard. JWoww. I got a lot of Goddard shares. I was big on him.
I see we
Start
got a
the
join
season.
message on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Apparently every fan in Philly does too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join this just to see. Oh gosh, I didn't even
They're
go into the game.
They're in race. I'll send you an invite real quick.
Okay. They're in race? I didn't get a join message. Just did.
Coming into the race.
Same.
That's okay. They're doing a pace lap or two.
Okay, cool.
Is anybody streaming?
No, we are guessing.
It's gonna be one lap to go.
It's 53 laps. Good luck keeping track.
That, man. He should be streaming.
He's not streaming. I gotta post this.
Got Gino beer in hand, ready for the race. Got Kinrod out here.
53 laps?
Yeah, 53 laps. I think they're green right there. Eagles out front.
Kinrod says
Billy
you're like
in second.
Yondu with the Tro dolls on your dash. All right, so we got Eagles. He started on the front of this pole, or on this field on the pole. But welcome everybody who is watching. This is the FTR Dash4Cash series from Richmond, right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. We got JWoww and Hollywood in here for heat number 1, as Miss FTR joins the chat.
Good evening, Miss FTR.
Alright, looks like the top 3 looking to break away a little bit here. Got Billy up here in the 23 in second, Dunlap in third. Actually practiced a little bit with Dunlap last night, looked alright.
Sorry for blowing up everybody's chats. Sharing our stream.
So
52 laps. Sorry.
Take another look through the field here. Try to see how many cars we got out here actually. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got Eagles out front. He's been strong all weekend. Eagles threw down the best qualifying time of the week. Ran a 20.038. I got second with a 20.049, but Eagles blew me out by, what is that, 100th? So, pretty tight fields at the front. Billy's also got a fast car. I don't think he put a lot of time into qualifying. But he's keeping up with the Eagles, so.
Yeah, pretty small field, but doesn't mean they can make up for some good racing here.
Dunlap is my surprise driver. A few practice races I ran with him, he was keeping up with me. It's not. I mean, Dunlap's a good driver. I just didn't see him having the speed that he does this weekend. It's pretty quick. In that 66 bumper.com Ford Mustang.
See, Eagles are having more of a diamond line, kind of come in low, let it drift up high, and then come back down low. While Billy's trying to really wrap that one in 1 and 2.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth personally between entering a little higher or getting a low entry into one. Kind of depends on how your car's handling. But I've been going back and forth with it, trying to figure out what would be a little faster, better with tire wear, etc.
Miss FTR says Billy hasn't been practicing, but he's up here running second. Looks like the slacker's keeping up.
Damn, I got cars in the back. I believe it's the 7 car. He's been getting, from the last couple of laps I've seen, he's been getting loose coming out of 2. Saving it, though.
There's shoot, and he's got trouble coming up on his bumper here. That's TCR Doctor in the 27. Big shout out to Kenrod for sharing the stream out there to everybody. And anybody who's watching, please hit that like button. It means a lot. Subscribe if you haven't done so. If all of you like the stream, there's more likes than there is right now. That's all I'm saying. Eagles, still your leader, Billy. I'm not sure if he got loose out of 2 there or what.
Remember, this is just a heat race. Everybody's going to make it to the main. It's not. There's no eliminations or anything. It's just going to set the order for the inside line for the main. So Eagles qualified first. Eagles qualified first, and he's going to try and keep that position so he can start on the pole for the main. Both of them are getting a little sideways now because we're getting later into the run. We are going to see 1 pit in this heat race. You get about 38 laps of fuel, 39, depending on how hard you're running it. With 52 laps in the heat. Leaves a little bit of strategy out there for anybody that wants to maybe short pit or run this set of tires out a little bit longer than everybody else. But it is just going to be 1 pit. I'm probably going to go a little bit longer than halfway. I don't want to stretch out that first set of tires too much because then you're just losing time to it. Realistically, the fastest you could be on tires is to split it evenly, but I do want to try and have better tires than other people behind me. It's going to depend on whoever's in second when they pit and how much of a lead I have, that sort of thing. I'm going to kind of just see how it goes.
I think see Eagles, he's starting to pull away a little bit from Billy.
Yeah, I think Billy's having a little bit of a hard time here. I'm watching the 66 car of Dunlap. He, if he makes up some ground here before the pit on Billy, it could be hard on the 23 to remake up that ground.
Right now, if I'm Eagles, I'm waiting on these guys to pit because I have a little bit of a gap. There's no need to short pit. Maybe if I'm Dunlap, I try to jump these guys and get on pit road early. See if you can get in front of Eagles and Billy and have that track position. You might be able to hold them up for a few laps while they have the fresher tires, and then your tires will even out as the run goes on. There's a few things you can do, but ultimately, the fastest car probably is just going to win. That's usually how it goes with these shorter races. As long as nobody makes a mistake. Getting on pit road here is tough because on the old tires, 66. Your car likes to slide on that apron, and you do not have a lot of braking power. So
I see Dunlap here. He's getting a little sideways in his turns.
Yeah, Billy got a little sideways there too. Eagle's car looks pretty hooked up. I think he's fighting to get down to the bottom a little bit, but other than that, this car looks really good.
Yeah, you kind of want to have a higher entry, like maybe a half a foot above the yellow line going into turn 3, and let the car rotate down on the exit of 4. Oh, it's Eagle's hitting the. He's been getting out of rhythm here. He's been hitting
Billy's
the yellow line.
up there.
Billy's there.
Oh,
I think
he's
he's
on the
gonna
outside.
I think he's gonna pit. No.
No, he's
Nope,
going to
nope.
battle into the
Oh, there's a bump.
overhead here to the inside. The 9 of Eagles. He's clear up top. Will he take it? He will try to, but Billy not going to attack inside into
Give
turn
him the
1.
bumper.
He moved him.
Eagles, he is he's flirting with the bottom of that track. We'll go overhead once again.
Oh, here we go. Big running. I don't think Eagles meant to do that. I think he
This
just
is
got tight.
It's going to help Dunlap.
Dunlap was caught
that
right
is
back
helping
up to these
Dunlap.
guys.
Oh, Eagles overdrove it in there. Like, he did make a stick.
Billy lower that time than Eagles.
If I'm Dunlap, I am pitting right now while these guys are fighting.
We got a higher entry going in here in turn 3
Yeah,
and 4 for Billy.
I think Dunlap would benefit from pitting while they're trying to fight and sort it out.
Yeah, if they're getting close to halfway, Dunlap, once he gets up to the back of the bumper for Billy, that's probably the time he needs to pit.
Oh, he's getting tight. Go pit, buddy. Pit.
He chooses not to dive it in there.
I want to
once
message
more.
him. He's got a good car, man. He's
car's
sticking with
bouncing
these
around
guys.
everywhere.
These guys are fast, man, and he's up here running with them. This is good. Oh, Billy really
Oh, a
sent it
little
in
bump.
through the center.
Oh, Dunlap into
Oh,
the rear
Dunlap.
of the 23.
He runs right into him.
He's all right. He's get back in rhythm.
He's just getting Billy back up to speed.
Yeah, I think whenever Eagles kind of cut him off there, it disrupted his car, how he wanted to rotate it.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think Eagles is fighting maybe a little tight condition on entry, trying to get down to the bottom. And I think he was checking up, not checking up, just trying to slow down his car a little bit to get down to the bottom more than Billy has to. And I think they kind of just met in the middle right there in the center of 1 and 2. And then it's honestly, coming off turn 2 is pretty tough in these cars. That hump that you come over and back down onto the flat of the backstretch, that really upsets your car sometimes if you hit it wrong.
Yeah, you kind of have to anticipate that coming off of 2.
Right, and so I think that once Billy got into the back of the 9, that kind of messed up his exit.
Personally, I'd like to know how many laps are left, because I'm surprised nobody's hit pit road yet.
Yeah, we should be
I think-
getting close, maybe
I
past
think we're
halfway
at
right
about
now.
30. About 30 out of 50-ish.
As Billy has kind of ran him down just a little bit, maybe a tenth or 2 here and there, but the gap has getting a little bit smaller from where I'm seeing.
Thank you to all our viewers on stream tonight. This is the first heat race. We got a second heat race coming, and then the main event at 7 Eastern. Make sure to stay tuned in for all this. We're going to talk to all the drivers after this race. And we're looking at pit stops any lap now.
Hey, James Madison University.
Oh, yeah, Ben was trying to tell you about that. He was wondering if you took that pick that he had.
I didn't take it. I did not take it.
Man.
I bet on a lot of other stuff like USC getting embarrassed because they didn't win by 40 like they should have. But it's all good.
Yeah, they almost gave it up there at the end.
They did. Yeah, you know what? I hate Duke and Notre Dame, equally. I hope they go to like 10 overtimes. And somebody
Eagles
wins
are still
because of
out on
safety.
track.
Oh, here goes Dunlap. He's going to be
There it
first in.
is. I feel like this isn't a bad move.
Yeah,
I think he might have
depending
waited
on
a
how
little
much
too
longer
long.
These guys will go.
I think these guys are going this lap.
Gino offers you a case of beer, Hollywood, if you win the main event.
Oh, hell yeah. Shit, that'll make me run way harder.
There you go.
I'm just trying to win the heat first.
He said it's a six-pack.
Well, Eagles pit. No.
No, I think Eagles just going to go off of whenever he can run out of gas.
It's not a bad strategy. I do think Dunlap is going to cycle ahead of these guys. I mean, depending on his entry and exit, after...
We're on board with him. He looks good as he merges. He's going to merge right into where he came out, really. As these guys...
Oh, Eagles pitted really late.
He looked like he might got some heat on that one.
He came off the track late.
That was pretty close.
I think that he didn't want to pit there and saw Billy going, and decided to hit pit road. I think the 7-car of I shoot is one of our short pitters. And look at how much ground he's gained. He's right on Dunlap's tail. Obviously, he's not going to have the tires that the other guys are going to have.
That will put Dunlap back on one of his laps here. He's still a lap down, I think.
He's well, now he's on the lead lap. He's coming back around to get by the leaders.
Okay.
I think he's got a chance to come out in front of him. They're still
coming out right now.
They're coming out. No, I don't think he got him. And that tells me that they did a better job getting on and off pit road, because Dunlap should have cycled ahead of them. So still got a battle for the lead, though.
Had it about cut into about half of it right there on that pit entry.
Yeah, I think they're on low fuel now, so these cars are going to be handling real well.
Well, it's going to be a crapshoot to the end to know when the last lap is, but it's going to be a battle all the way till then.
Well, we'll find out.
If they ran their fuel out, they probably went about 37. So there's probably like 12 to 13 to go here. Maybe 15.
My guess was 16 to 17.
Okay, I like that. Over or under 15 laps? Somebody start counting.
All right, somebody take the odds in the chat.
About minus 110 right now.
I'm over 15. Bet Slav, though, it's ticking down. We're probably we're probably at 15 now.
Odds are changing every lap. Yeah, I think Eagles has had a better short run car, but then he started falling off towards there at the end.
I was going to say that too. But this round is going to be all about short run speeds. I think he's got it right here unless he makes a mistake.
Yeah, as long as he's just clicking off his laps and not hitting the apron and coming off and hitting the wall, he's gonna have a good finish here.
And something to understand is every position in this heat race is worth 2 in the main event, all on the inside line. So these guys back here in the back, like Doctor,
very important,
and JD, they're fighting for 2 spots here, technically.
JD is probably going to make it stick on the bottom. He's going to get that spot from Doctor. We got iShoot, came out with Dunlap, but like I said, those tires were just too old compared to the 66s. Wasn't able to stick with him. Looks like Dunlap's got 3rd place locked up.
I'm going about 12 to go now.
That's just about the leaders now at this point.
Yeah, that lead's starting to grow a little bit. Just maybe like a 10th or 2, but we're talking slim.
Billy getting real close on that wall on exit.
I think he's catching him a little bit. Another thing is sometimes it's easier to follow a car than it is to lead.
Yes, so 100%.
It gives him a rabbit to chase, gives him marks to kind of, or gives him a car to make his marks off of, So,
yeah, the second car usually has the advantage, especially at a track like this. And I don't know, this gap has been maintained, pretty consistent.
He's really wrapping that bottom well in 1 and 2.
They're taking a really high arc into 1. Both of them are.
Oh, getting a little loose up there. Eagles.
Oh, wall. Oh, little sparks.
That could be a sign.
Billy's there. He's coming.
I think we're under 10 to go here, fellas.
Somebody was in the grass.
Kenrod says give him the Big Mac. Let's see. Maybe a quarter pounder with cheese. Oh, a little loose there for the Nana, I believe. This could all be spilling down to the end. What's that non-car got in it?
He's pushing it. You can see it. You see that back end.
Yeah, they're trying. Oh, he's missed the corner. Billy needs to get a good run here.
Yeah, Billy could really attack here off that mistake from Eagles. We're on the chase view of the 23 here.
If I'm the 23, I remember getting doored into 3 earlier in this heat.
And then they're cutting the nose off in 2.
That may change how I drive him at the end here. Got to get to him first, though.
Yep, got to get to him.
All right, does the 23 have the apple pies to
He's
chase down the non?
The big breakfast with hotcakes. Is he going to make it happen?
Extra syrup, it's coming hot.
He needs some syrup on those tires, give him a little more grip.
Yep, he does.
He's sending it in there. I can only imagine we're under 5 to go now.
Eagles was washing up on exit there.
We got a lap count, a prediction lap count. You said 15 over.
I think we got 4 to go.
That's what I'm looking at.
4 to go at the line.
If not, screw them. The race has totally just jumped out off the pit stop to the 9 of Eagles and the 23 of Billy, or otherwise known as Speed Clinic. And I think we're looking at 2 to go here at the line, maybe. I have no clue. That might have been it.
That's it. That is.
Hey, what a fucking guess! What a guess! What a guess! Let's go over 15. If you cashed it in, you're a winner.
Congratulations, Eagles.
There you go, Eagles.
Heat 1
We're
winner.
getting better at this every freaking week. all 22 of you watching, thanks for tuning in for this awesome Heat 1 action between Eagles and Billy. Dunlap just couldn't get it done on the strategy, but locks up 3rd place. All the inside line is set, and we will get the next heat going at the top of the hour. But stick around. We're just going to be, shooting the bull. So make sure you like that stream for us, share it to anybody that might be interested, and hang out with us here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. I'm drunk.
Live on Ruthless
Oh! Wrong chat. I put a Heat 1 join chat in a chat that has none of these guys.
We'll get the top 3 interview to be Eagles, Billy, and Dunlap. We'll get those guys in here and get them talked to, and I'm really interested to see what Dunlap, what he felt like he could have done different.
Eagles with 20.4. Knocking out a quick time there. So I think pretty much how they qualified is how they finished there. So let me look at the heat.
Moonshine's awesome.
So I think that I think the only difference we have is Doctor got a spot on JD, I believe. I don't know. I didn't see the final results. But Eagles will lead the main event. When we go green, he'll be from the pole. Billy will be in 3rd. Dunlap 5th. I shoot 7th. And then I believe Doctor 9th, JD 11th.
All right, so we got our top 3 in here now. And Dunlap finishing 3rd. Man, you were up there with those leaders all before that pit stop. They started fighting with each other. And you caught up real close to them. We were all shouting for you to pit at that moment, but you choose to go a few laps later. What could you have done differently? You felt like could have shortened that gap that you had once they finally pit.
Nothing. I pit too late on mine end. I tried to pit early, but I didn't. So, still good car, still good run. I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, in the first run, you were up there with those guys. I mean, nose to tail with the 23 Billy, and any moment those guys could have got together, you could have been attacking.
I was hoping.
Yeah. So, for the main event, you feel like this car is going to transfer over pretty good?
Oh yes, I'm happy. I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
Just trying to stay out of trouble.
Any of you guys, JWoww Hollywood, got something for him?
Dunlap, you got a good car, buddy. I'm looking forward to see what you do in the main event.
Thank you.
For the last couple practices we ran, you surprised me. You were able to keep up with us and stuff.
I'll stop my own self. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah. I know you're good enough, bro. I was just like, damn, Dunlap's got a really good car, So that's cool to see, bro.
So thank you.
So yeah, good job on the podium.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'll take Billy.
Awesome.
How was your car, Billy? And what was that strategy looking like for coming down pit road for that one stop? Were you kind of waiting for him to pit, or were you trying to jump him on pit road? What were you thinking going through with that pit stop?
Car's okay. It's not lightning fast on the takeoff. It seems like good long run. It's pretty stable. It seems to be middle to longer run. It seems to pick back up and rotates good. So yeah, I mean, I figured I had a little something going in. I was going to pit one lap earlier, but I just decided to I was like, we'll just pit together. I mean, we were pretty equal, pretty much during the whole race there. I might have been just a little bit better than him on the long run, but I mean, I thought we was pretty equal. Yeah, car's decent. I think it'll be a top 5. I hope for main event. So we'll just have to wait and see.
All right, hell yeah, man! It was a good race out of you guys. You guys battled pretty much the whole race there, so it's fun to watch. And congratulations on bringing it home second.
I had a question with whenever you got up to Eagles and Eagles kind of came up the track and then into 1 and 2, and he came down and got close to your nose. I don't know if it did that disrupt your car coming off of 2, and then you shot up and hit the wall right there, if you recall.
Yeah. I got a good run on him right there, and I just he kind of come up a little bit, and I had to check up when I did. It just kind of turned right a little bit and kind of bounced the wall a little bit. It had a little bit of damage right there on the front, but yeah, that's all I did. I didn't want to get to the back end of him, so yeah, I checked up and kind of bounced the wall there.
Yeah, you had a pretty good finish. I was just wondering if that transition whenever you were coming off of 2, it just kind of disrupted the car right there. But yeah, good finish.
It kind of messed me up my rhythm a little bit, but it took me a lap or 2 to get back in rhythm. But yeah, I just didn't want to. I wasn't going to try nothing crazy right there on the heat race. If I'd have got up under him, I'd have stayed there. But I wasn't going to try to take no chance for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go back and watch that battle. We had a lot of guys talking about Big Macs and a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, good.
So shout out McDonald's.
Your sponsor got a lot of TV.
Yeah, McDonald's got their money's worth today. But good run here in Heat 1 there, Billy. We're excited to see what you pull off starting third there in that main event.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. And then we'll move over to your pole sitter and eventual Heat 1 winner, Eagles, driving the 9. All right, JWoww, what you got for our winner of Heat 1?
Yeah, Eagles, I seen you had a pretty good short run car there, firing off pretty good. What do you think you need to change there for the end of it? Because you were getting a little bit of wobbly towards the end of the run, or if changes you need to make.
Yeah, definite change is going to be made. Me and Billy ran a practice there right before the heat, and I determined that my 50% race car was too tight for just a 52-lap run. We weren't running the whole fuel run, so right before the heat there, I went in and made an adjustment and freed the car up a little bit. It definitely fired off a little quicker, but just like beforehand, it seems like in the middle of the run, the car just doesn't seem to have the grip off the corner, but I also can't get good. It's just not fast going into the corner either, but it seems like at the end of the run, the car starts coming back to me. I feel like I was putting a little bit of time on Billy there, like maybe the 3 laps before pitting, which is kind of how the race car is, but I'm definitely gonna make adjustments, and I got an hour and a half before the real race to try and get the car dialed in. So we'll see what we can do. But happy with the win for sure. That was the goal. I told Stu before the race started, the goal is to win it. So gonna start from the pole, and I already know there's gonna be other guys that wasn't in that event. That's gonna be in contention. So still a lot to learn, and like Billy said, just hoping for a top 5.
Yeah, win it indeed, which you did in Heat 1. Stu and Hollywood, y'all got anything for Eagles?
I'm sorry if this was mentioned already, but I was interested in that pit stop in that heat. What happened there? You kind of was up on the track, looked like you may have entered late, or was you just trying to like not get into Billy? What was going on there?
No, I'm not very good at pitting. So, with the commitment line is pretty early in the corner, and I haven't done any practices really getting onto pit road. I'm still learning how to get onto pit road faster, because the way I did it is I actually spun out going into pit road in the practice, so I entered pit road a little sooner. Still kick sideways. I should probably enter going into 3. It's not ideal, but just to keep myself from spinning out the transition from the track to the apron. We ran here, Hollywood would know this, we ran here in Ruthless, so going to be using that car, but I never really had any pit issues from running when we ran at Ruthless, so interesting that I just suck at pit stops, but hopefully we'll get it dialed in, and if that costs me the race tonight, or even a decent finish, that'll be frustrating, but I'm sure we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I think my biggest problem is sometimes you hit the brakes and your car shoots left and you smack that wall. But
Definitely, that's what happened to me coming out of the pits on that pit stop.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to be something to watch too.
That'll be something to watch. I wanted to say shout out Eagles for taking the pole this week. He put down a hell of a lap. I practiced and tried to get it done, so that was cool to see him put down a lap like he did. Took a lot of time to get down there. And do
give a
those
shout
flats.
out to Dunlap too. Great run by Dunlap finishing P3, man.
Yeah.
I ran a little practice with him earlier before the race, and he was pretty good. So hopefully he can get a good finish tonight.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. He's got a good car for sure.
And just real quick, while we got a lot of people here in the chat, Billy, you want to go through FTR sponsors?
Yeah, so we have Napa Van Wickle Auto Supply that they sponsor our elite group. We have Wheels on Wheels Auto Transport that they sponsor our Pro Series, and Full Throttle Custom Designs sponsors our Pro-Am Series. And MinaPeach.com, they sponsor all of our pull awards for this season. So, yeah, that about sums it up.
Big shout out to them, MinaPeach.com, Innotown. You can use code, I think it's FTR11.
Correct.
Or RR11, either or, for 11% off your order. So big shout out to MinaPeach.com supporting the Heat 5 community here, and also to SKU Car, always, getting this stuff out there to the people so they can see what's going on here. Follow him at SKU Car on YouTube, or at SKU2 with 2 O's. So, yeah, big shout out to all those sponsors, bringing a lot of this stuff, to people and making it interesting for people. It's more than just getting on here and collecting points. Nowadays, it seems like every league has some kind of incentive to get going. And it's kind of like this event that you put on here with the Dash4Cash series and the, I guess, like the holiday specials. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, we have the Turkey Day Thunder coming up. I think it's November. Hang on, caught me off guard here for a second. I think it's November 11th, I believe.
Veterans Day.
I think it is. Yes. So we have the Turkey Day Thunder coming up November 11th, and we had the Independence Day Bash that we put on. That was a great success. So
Very nice.
tried to want to do something, around Thanksgiving, right before the holidays, see if we can put on another big event. We don't have, looks like right now we don't have the turnout that we did for the first one, but it's still kind of early. But I think we got like 50 something guys in the Discord. So yeah, I mean that was awesome. I think we raised almost $1,300 for that race. Itchy Bro Chase won that race there. He was able, I think he took home like 700 and something dollars from that race. I think Clashing finished second. I think Typical finished third, I believe, which was
I think you're right.
that was a big event. Like, I mean, we had a couple heat races, we had some LCQs we had to run, and then we took the top 24 for the main event, and it was probably the fastest top 24 we had on the game. So that was a really good event turnout. I think that kind of changed the game a little bit. I think it kind of brought some guys back on the game that had previously left the game. But that was the whole idea, was just try to get the community together, just put a big race together, have fun, and race for some money. So that's what we got on plan for the Turkey Day race. That will be, like I said, November 11th. It will be at Homestead Speedway, so in the next gen. So should be an exciting race, man. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, sounds like a lot's going on coming up, and not only that, but your regular scheduled league races that are going on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a couple more races here before we hit the playoff stretch. We swapped over to the next gen at All Star break, and it's been a blast. I mean, guys are still kind of getting used to setups, making adjustments, trying to get the cars quick. But yeah, I mean, we run our Pro Series on Sunday nights. We run our Pro-Am series on Tuesday nights, and we run our Elite series on Wednesday nights. So yeah, we run 3 times a week. So got a good group of guys, a lot of core guys. So yeah, we're racing pretty much all the time. So
Yeah, so I think people can catch your other, not the Elite series, but the other 2 series on your YouTube channel. Is that right?
yeah, you can go on.
I posted the link in the chat for you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can follow that link. Like I said, Sundays we run at 6, and then Tuesday and Wednesday nights we start at 8. So you can check that out on Full Throttle Racing on YouTube. Check that out. Show us a little love. We usually, have a pretty good bit of viewers, every week. Racing's been really good. So I'm excited about the playoffs coming up. So it's kind of a race your way in this season. Once you hit the playoffs, everybody's points reset that make the top 12. So you have to race your way through each round. So that should be pretty exciting to see.
Yeah, you can catch the FTR Elite Series right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel every Wednesday around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And big shout out to Billy for allowing us to put that on.
Yeah, definitely.
Been
Appreciate you guys doing that.
Yeah, a couple of really good races since we joined, and I'm sure there's just more to come as y'all's next race takes off at WWT, correct?
It does, man. Yeah, we'll be at WWT this week, so should be fun and exciting to see.
All right, so you got the FTR rundown. Thanks to everybody who's watching FTR Dash4Cash series. Waiting on the top of the hour, about 17 minutes till we get heat number 2 underway.
Yes, sir.
And then hang out till 7, and we'll get that main event going, where the money
Should be a
will
good
be
one.
on the line for this series payout at the end. But yeah, for sure, it would be a good one. So, anybody else still here? Got anything to say?
Well, guys, I'm gonna take a break for a minute.
All right, man.
I will.
We
be
can,
back in a little while, shortly.
All right, Billy.
Thank you, guys.
We can run through Ruthless.
If you guys want to get some guys in the next heat race, if you want to get these guys up here for some interviews, just holler if you want to get them up here.
All right. All right, Hollywood, take us through the Ruthless Racing series.
All right, hold on a second. One second, guys. All right, so both the Pro-Am and the Pro-Am series were, 6 races in?
Yeah.
Let me pull up points here.
6.
6 races in. Last week we were at Kansas. MJ Brosk brought home the dub. He's on a little bit of a winning streak. 3 in a row. Going back to Talladega. So, he's heating up. The battle for the regular season champion is kind of stretched out. I'm also talking about the Pro Series right now first. He's kind of stretched it out. He's got a pretty good lead with his 4 wins, a lot of playoff points. Myself, I moved up second in the points. We had a couple guys miss a few races. Typical's in third, a couple points behind me. He's got a win on the season. Hinton in fourth, Billy in fifth. That's your top 5 right now in the point standings. The cut line, it's going to heat up as we get going through the rest of the season. I know there's a couple guys that have missed a few races, so they don't, they're not as close as we would like for the battle to be, I guess. But Ben's got a 24-point advantage on the cut line right now over Tyler, TCR Tyler. Tyler misses, or has his work schedule only allows him to race every other week. So while he is a little bit behind on points, he's still, he's a really fast driver. He gets a lot of points every race he's in. So he's still got a chance at it. And same thing with Scotty. Scotty earned big points at Road America, swept the whole race, got a 60-point race out of that, and then got a 40-point race at Kansas. So he's got a lot of playoff points. He's going to be trouble if he gets in because he has a win under his belt. If he gets in, those playoff points, obviously they roll over into the first round. He's going to be seeded higher than most people would just because of those playoff points. We've had a couple guys that, you get a playoff point if you stay in the race and finish all the laps, and we've had a couple guys lag out or miss the race. And so there's a couple guys with pretty low playoff point total. If he sneaks in there, he's going to be one to watch, one of the fastest drivers on the game for sure. Mina Peach Pole Award standings in the Pro Series. I myself was the first 2-time pole winner this week. Then Mike, Typical Scotty, and Kill It Like Jason all have 1 pole each. Nobody in the Pro Series has won a race from the pole. So standings are all pretty close. If you win a race from the pole, it's 4 points. That would definitely catapult somebody right into the lead. This is the MinaPeach.com Pole Award standings. Remember to go to MinaPeach.com, use code RR11 for 11% off your order. Any orders over $60 will also receive free shipping on top of the 11% off. Mina Peach sponsors the Pole Award for the Pro Series and the Pro-Am. We'll jump to the Pro-Am. Alex, who just won his first race at Kansas last week, he won from the pole, so that gave him a huge points advantage on everybody else. Alex has 6. Timmy also swept Richmond, so he won the pole there and won the race, so he got 4 points from there. And actually, Alex is on a little bit of a streak with the pole awards. He's won the last 3. The Talladega qualifying got rained out, so Alex is on a 3 race pole streak. And was that Richmond? Okay, so yeah, he's won the last 3 poles, won the last race from the pole. And we have confirmation that Timmy may be moving up. So that Mina Peach Pole Award standings for Alex looking pretty locked up early in the season. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna have a 6-point advantage on anybody else pretty much.
According to Alex, that's a week's worth of groceries.
That is for him. The Pro Series award is going to be $50 award for the pole award winner, and then for the Pro-Am it's $25. But in the standings, Timmy with 2 wins is up front. He's got 307 points. Alex is right behind him with 292. Like I said, I think Timmy is looking to move up into the Pro Series in a couple weeks. So Alex may inherit the regular season's points lead. Motorsports also has 2 wins on the season. He's about 50 points behind Alex. He's got a lot of playoff points though, and so the regular season points champion does carry a lot of weight because you're going to get 15 bonus points to move into the playoffs with, where second place only gets 10. So that's like a whole race win worth of points you get over the second place driver. And then as you move through the field, it gets a little lower. It's 15 to first, 10 to second, 8 to third, and then 7, 6, and so forth. So some of these guys that don't have a win yet, they're trying to finish as high as they can in the points to have that advantage entering the playoffs and have those bonus points that they will carry throughout each round on their way to the championship. The cut line, it's also a big gap this week just because we had a lot of drivers miss. Last week, the cut line was at plus or minus 5, depending on if you were above or below. This week, it moved up to 20 just because we had a few drivers not show up. But that gap will close back up if we have somebody that's in the playoffs right now that misses a race. Right now, Rico is the driver below the cut line, 156 points. He has 8 bonus points, though, and a win under his belt. He won at Talladega. So he's another guy that if he gets in, similar to Scotty, that they have a lot of bonus points because they won a race. So, even if they get in and they only are in 12th, they're like the last driver in, they're going to jump to a higher seed when they enter the playoffs just because of those bonus points. Redneck's the last driver, and our good pal Stu is very close to that cut line as well. So Stu needs some good finishes here coming up. I believe in you, buddy.
We'll put a couple together, maybe.
Um,
Thinking the Glen might be good to me.
The Glen might be good to you. So yeah, I haven't updated the stats for the season yet. I was waiting until we got a few races under our belt. With this off week coming up, I may get that done. Ruthless Racing will be off next week. Both series are taking an off week, and then the week after we're coming back. Tuesday night we'll be at Bristol. That's going to be our diecast giveaway, our third diecast giveaway, and we're giving away a 2000, I think it's 2012 Dale Earnhardt Jr. National Guard patriotic car. It's a car. It's the scheme he ran at Charlotte that year. It's not the race version or anything, but it's just the standard paint version. Really low DIN number on that. It's number 6 of I think 200 or something, 300 maybe. So the RCCA Elites are very well detailed. It's an awesome car to look at. Dale Jr. is always a fan favorite too. So, but that's up for grabs. Remember to show up to the diecast giveaway. Make sure you tune into our. Yeah, we will have a video coming up too as well. But on that Tuesday, make sure you show up. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't, and then you're gonna have to join our live chat and just simply comment your YouTube username. And the way that I'm gonna do it is, and that we have done it, is that the order that your comment comes in will assign you a number. So like if you're the first comment, you're number 1. If you're the 20th comment, you're number 20. And then I'm going to put 1 through whatever, however many entries we get, into a random.org. And, I'm on diecast giveaway pages, so that kind of use the same format they do. They refresh the page 3 times, make sure the number's in, and then the first number that pops up is the winner. And I'll be recording that live. That way there's no discrepancies or anybody trying. We're not trying to cheat anybody. We're just doing this as a promotion for our league and our channel to we help out FTR, getting them some exposure, and anybody else too that we're friends with on this game. So we're trying to build our channel to help the community of NASCAR Heat 5, and a diecast giveaway is something that helps us get a lot of views and give back to our fans that tune in every week and stuff. So
yeah,
we're proud to put that on, and it's something that we look forward to because it's cool to give back to some of the fans that have been around to watch our league grow.
If you're hating, you just ain't won one yet.
Hell yeah. I'm also going to post right now the Discord link to Ruthless Racing. This is our Discord has kind of turned into not just a Discord for our league drivers. It's kind of turned into a community where, our fans can join and check out all of our league stuff and just hang out. We got some trivia and some other games in there. Everybody that joins, they can talk to any of our drivers at any time. They could ask some questions if they wanted or whatever. And we're super active. We got a lot of people in here. Over 100 members at the moment, and we're still trying to grow.
I've been working hard. Week, though.
I've been working really hard to get this thing set up and usable for everybody, and make sure that it's a good community and that everybody feels welcome. So it would mean a lot for anybody that joins. We're still growing, like I said. We're going to continue this league and this Discord and all of Ruthless Racing past NASCAR Heat 5 whenever that time comes, and to whatever game that might be, whether it's a new console game or if we strap up and spend some money and get iRacing, we'll move over to that. But we'll just continue to grow as a community and as a league. So that's all I got for Ruthless Racing. We got about 5 minutes till this heat starts.
Hollywood on the pole.
Hollywood on the pole. My car's ready to go, boys.
Real quick, switch modes here. What car are you driving?
I think I'm going to be in the 15 for this heat.
Which color?
The white scheme, the Jacobs Ryan Priest.
No, it's David Reagan. Oh. Okay.
No, Ryan Priest. There's 2 white cars.
Yeah, they're both. Okay, I consider this one more blue, but, whatever. Same deal. Ryan Priest car. Starting from the pole here in heat number 2, what's the goal?
Well,
69 comments real quick. Sorry. That's nice.
Right. Hell yeah. Like I said, we are starting on the pole, and so I worked hard this week during those 3 days to make sure I laid down a good qualifying lap. If you want to see the qualifying lap, it's posted on our page. I ran a 20.049. Probably not the fastest I could have gotten, and definitely not the fastest that's out there. I think Typical ran about a tenth quicker. Kind of put me in my place, but luckily for us, he's not in the race. So tonight we're just going for consistency in the heat. Using this as basically another practice race. The car's pretty good. I got it tuned up to where I want it. I just want to make sure that I can make close to a fuel. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way on the fuel run tonight, just because this is a shorter stage. Or shorter race, sorry. But, yeah, I'm just looking to have a good, consistent run. I think I got Kenrod behind me. He's pretty quick. And it's Kenrod and Lynch. They're both pretty good. So, I think if I keep it clean and out front, I have a good shot at bringing home the heat one, or the second heat win. That's basically all I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to blow anybody out of the water. I'm just going to manage the race hopefully from first, and try not to make any mistakes. Because I don't, this heat is for the outside line, so I definitely don't want to be starting 3 or 2 rows back on the outside line at the start of the main event. So I feel like if I can start second and either stay even with the Eagles or Billy, I guess, who's in third, and find a way to get down in the line and then start riding in the main event. That's the goal, and to be able to do that, I got to go ahead and win this heat race. So that's what we're going to try to do. I actually am going to have to go head over to that chat and make sure they get me in the race. But I might come back and give you guys a lap count, or you guys want to just wing it?
See if anybody wants to stream if they can, and if not,
yeah,
that's
we
fine.
can get them stream.
Okay, I'll talk to them and see what's up, and I'll let you guys know.
Alright, cool.
But thank you guys for being in the booth tonight, and hope you enjoy the second heat.
All right, good luck.
Make it eventful.
I got you.
All right, let's hopefully we don't see Holly spin.
Or Holly Speed.
Yeah, or that one. Man, why aren't people driving this Garrett Smithley 15? I like that one a lot.
I like driving the 55 car.
JJ Yelly.
Looks like Eric Armarola is getting the pole for the Cup race.
Also, just a quick update on some football. Auburn up one on the, defending college football champions.
Back-to-back champions.
Yeah, back to back. But my
That'd be
Cats,
a pretty big upset.
took down the Gators today, big time.
Miss Henson's in the booth.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, Wild Man?
Wild man is right.
It's 17-all in that Georgia-Auburn game. Now we're just waiting on the that join message.
Make sure you guys give me an invite.
All right.
I need an invite too.
Me too. All right. All right, Henson. Well, how's it been going? What are you looking at?
Oh, it's been going pretty good. I'm just ready for the big show, you know. I'm the idiot and forgot to submit my qualifying time, but
So you're just hanging out for the main event. Starting in the back.
in the back to the front, hopefully.
Hey man,
Gotta-
here lately, you've been doing that a lot in some of these leagues. What's
Kind of
what's the deal?
comfortable with it. It's pretty fun, actually. I'm not saying I'm not really like, in the next gens, you're not like any faster than anyone, but definitely makes the races more interesting and more entertaining for yourself, for sure. Pretty fun.
People are asking, do you think that I could replace Jeff Burton in the NASCAR booth?
100%. I 100% would love to see Stu in the NASCAR booth.
Somebody call NBC. I'll accept. I'll get a haircut even.
What about you, Jay? How's it going, man? Long time no speak.
Pretty good. Just been focusing on my fantasy football team lately.
That's a full-time job, so.
That is.
Yeah, sports betting just opened up in Kentucky Thursday. Been on that pretty heavy. Got to bet low though. Bet low.
I know it's a little bit soon to call your picks for the main race, but I mean it's coming up kind of quick. Guys, got anybody you're looking at like picks? I know it's super early, but kind of curious. I'm not gonna be here. I might be, but what you guys thinking?
Based off what I've seen in the first heat, I mean, Eagles and Billy definitely got speed. I wonder if Eagles worked on his. He said something about him and his 50% setup is a little bit different than what he drove in Heat 1. But I think after he kind of tightens it up a little bit, his takes a little bit of the short run speed, but his long run speed will still be there.
Yeah, for sure, I agree. I used to. What you got?
Yeah, I mean Eagles and Billy looked real strong. I think Hollywood's going to have a good car. Even Dunlap, I think, accounting for the second heat drivers, I think he's probably got a good top 6, top 7 car here. So, and it's just based off what I've seen.
Just speaking on Dunlap, man, I, really, really impressed, honestly. We raced with him a lot. Man, he really surprised me there. Not like, not a bad driver. I know he definitely works a lot on this car for sure, but it's fun and it's really cool to see guys like that are putting in hard work to run up front. So definitely, I'll pull for Dunlap for sure.
There you have it. So we're just waiting on this second heat to go live. Still don't have invites, so we're just waiting.
Yep. Getting it all settled out.
Nonetheless, though, the real NASCAR Cup Series is going to be taking on Talladega. You know, one of the most quote-unquote dangerous tracks in racing. But certainly the biggest and the widest. 17 of you here in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win from Talladega. We got Lugnut joining us here in the chat.
Who do you guys got from Dega?
Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott.
Defending winner from last year.
I'm going to say, Kyle Busch go back-to-back this year at Dega.
KB, baby.
If I'm looking for a sleeper, I would go. I'd go maybe a Michael McDowell. He's always been pretty strong, so I feel like he could pull one through, even though his team did make it to the next round.
Boys.
Maybe Reddick, kind of a sleeper, because he's notoriously not good at super speedways. So.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe he puts
so
one together.
Larson as well.
Yeah.
You kind of took the words out of my mouth with McDowell for a sleeper pick. I completely agree.
Even though he's not racing for anything, it's still, that would give him 3 wins on the season, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
he won 2 races, right?
It would be 3.
No, McDowell won. He just won the Indy Roval.
Oh yeah.
I thought he won another one.
He won the 500. That's what I was confusing it with. There were like 2 races, but
yeah, he has 2 career wins.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, just waiting for a good
Gino
to go.
says Busher, as I'm actually on his car.
No, it should be.
That's it.
Should be good for invites.
Oh, we're on a lap count this time. We got Kenrod streaming.
Kenrod.
Awesome. Somebody can keep track of the laps for us.
We're guessing, guys.
We did good, though.
You did. That was great.
Yeah, I see they're paused right now in the lobby. I believe they're just waiting on a good to go. Hope we see a lot more action in this heat.
Yeah, we kind of seen everybody just maintain their lane in that first one. Maybe in the second one we'll see a little bit more of that short track action that we're accustomed to.
Seems like the timer's going down for the lobby, so we should be getting a screen change for here pretty soon.
Yeah, once that gets to about 4 or so seconds, we can probably join. With the delay.
Join.
Yeah, joining.
Looks like we'll have 6 drivers in this heat.
Alright, boys.
Yeah, there was a pretty awesome fight at the end of the truck race. I reckon Matt Crafton busted Sanchez's ass. I don't know much more about it than that, so don't
A couple words were said, but other than that, it was a...
No, he was bloody,
brawl.
bro.
Yeah, I'm saying after the fight,
Oh.
they're saying like...
Yeah, they were just cussing each other.
Yeah. I mean, that's the heat of the moment. They shouldn't make any big deal out of that.
Yeah.
All right, cars are on the track.
All right,
We should get a couple pace laps, I believe.
Yeah, we'll see one pace lap here. Set the field.
This one might get pretty interesting. Wait, 5 cars I see? Right?
Yeah, 5 cars.
Yeah,
I
it'll be
thought I seen
interesting.
6. Maybe somebody was just watching. Did somebody get kicked out? Let's see. No. All right.
Yeah, 5 cars on the track.
Little 5-man go at it here. Hollywood on the point. Got Kenrod next to him. Put Lynch in the 24 in third. B29 in the 77 in fourth. And then the 5 of Nemesis Ace. Heat number 2 underway here from Richmond.
Hollywood got a great start there.
You got an amazing start.
Way out there, way quick. 24. Lynch tacks to second very quickly. Kenrod settles into third. D29 Nemesis rounding it up. Alright, so I imagine that this is going to look a lot like this until that pit stop. Oh,
Yeah,
I might have some
spread out.
lagging. Not sure if that was just Hollywood or if that was the lobby.
All the cars have the jitters for sure. I think they're spaced out enough. It doesn't really matter. That's a second.
Yeah, they're just trying to click off laps right now. Just waiting until we get to that very first one and only pit stop.
You see all these guys pretty much at a consistent gap between one another. Spoke to Hollywood before the race. So he's just get out there and log some clean laps. And get on pit road. And start shotgun of Eagles for heat number, or I'm sorry, the main event.
Yeah, not only is this like really good practice, you know, it's also for starting position. So definitely a good time to get a good feel for your car if you need to make any changes.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that this helps kind of work the jitters out, you know, amongst everybody. A little shorter field, more like a little practice, you know.
Oh, Hollywood got in the wall right there.
Yeah, he did.
Holly loose.
Holly loose, man. Yeah, it shouldn't affect this car too much. I think it just pushing a little too hard right there.
Oh, loose again off of that turn. It's 1 and 2 is usually my trouble area. Seems like 3 and 4 is giving him the most trouble.
Oh, is that a lag?
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of lag. I had to take this car to the R&D center. I don't know about that.
Good thing he's out front if he's lagging like this. You got nobody around him to mess up.
That's a pretty good gap right now. The battle for second might start heating up here in a second.
Yeah, Kenrod's starting to chase down Lynch here a little bit. We'll keep an eye on that. Hollywood well in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, got a Titan battle for second right here. Oh, getting a little loose there.
Kenrod.
Loose is fast though, that's a good thing.
If you can hang on to it.
Yep.
Loose here is very fast, but also very sketchy at times.
You know, you're putting yourself at risk every time it's coming off that, especially that transition off the 2 right there.
Smashed that wall a little bit.
Yeah, this is a big rhythm track. You don't want to get off your game because then those laps start adding up or you're losing.
Yeah, all about keeping the momentum up here.
Can't wait for that main event to roll around because we are just logging some laps here at the moment. As Hollywood has about checked out. Speeding penalty though could still, you know, do something. Oh, Hollywood into the wall, maybe the lag. I'm not sure.
I think that's definitely a lag because Kinrod hit the wall and.
I think we're looking at lag all over the track here.
A good thing it's just a small field, so it's not, and they're all pretty much spread out.
The lag storm has arrived for the second heat race.
Alright, so we're looking at how many laps left?
Should be 35 to go. We're coming to 34 to go right here. Coming to the line. Yeah, probably about halfway into this very first run, so cars are starting to loosen up. Grip is not as good as it used to be, so it's all about attrition here.
We're heating back up over here for second. Maybe Kenrod trying to get it lined out.
I might be fitting here soon. The field closed out.
Does anybody know Justin Adams? I mean,
who's that?
I don't know. Some dude in here being an idiot.
Must be a bum.
Yeah, bum.
Let's see what he says. Hey, how about you're the most boring thing I've ever watched?
I swear,
Justin
my mom
Adams.
said he wasn't worth the fuck.
On my mama.
On my mom.
Clearly, this is a heat race. I mean, you're not going to see as much action as you're going to see in that final.
That's
Yeah,
right.
there's
Look
really
at that
nothing
main
on. All these cars know they're going to make it to the final race, so
They're
it's
literally
just mainly for position, just starting position.
Yeah.
So it's a long race for the main event.
2 spots per position in this heat race. That's why this battle between Lynch and Kenrod is important. 'Cause this could move Kenrod up to 4th or starting 6th.
Dollar Tree ass Mike.
This guy's great.
How about you come in the booth, man?
Come on, Justin. We
Let's
got a
hear your
spot.
Dollar Tree, Mike.
This motherfucker's on Gen 1 Apple fucking earpods.
We're just gonna start roasting people in the comments.
I've done it before. I'll do it again. That New Hampshire racer.
I feel like this is clashing in a burner account. He would do something like that.
That's great. Welcome to Ruthless, though. We appreciate your view. FTR Dash4Cash Series, heat number 2 at Richmond. Presented by Ruthless Racing right here. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe while you're at it if you haven't already. Waiting on that pit stop. It's Hollywood's put that 15 out there quite a bit ahead of the 24. Pit stop could be the determining factor, though. You never know.
One speeding penalty can take you from 1st to 5th, and that's 5 extra rows right there on the starting position.
How about
We know
the
Hollywood likes the
Wildcats?
speed, so.
Bring on the dogs, baby. I'm ready.
Speaking
Football
of the
score.
dogs,
Yeah, they score.
yeah, 20-17 right now. 10 minutes left in the fourth.
All right, field goal for the Bulldogs of Georgia.
That could be some major playoff implications right there.
This gives me hope for next week. As we seeing some lag out of that 15 now, boy.
Everybody's lagging here. Major lag.
Get her out on pit road. Your first one down.
Oh, maybe, hopefully he got in there clean.
That was strange.
That was strange.
Looked like he come to a complete stop.
Lynch is coming down the pit road right now.
I think this would be good for Hollywood, as he could probably just stay out as long as he would like, as long as he can. So he's just going to be adding on to that lead, and just a clean pit stop would probably be between him and starting second in the main event.
Yeah, as Hollywood's lapping him down right now. He still needs to get through the cycle of pitch right here. He did have a healthy lead though. Speaking of the 15 car, I see the name's Priest on that car. Y'all see his scheme for the Dega?
Yeah, we got the talent Hollywood in. Man, I don't know. He was moving.
Pushing it.
He went in a little hot there, guys.
Let's take a who wants to start taking bets?
I said
I think he's
Hollywood
fed.
did. I don't think he did.
I think he did.
I'm with you, Hollywood. I don't think he did. We'll see.
It was really close.
Looks like Lynch on his pit stop. He has really put the gap on Kenrod now. Now he's racing against Hollywood, who is on pit road. And I'm telling you, I don't think he did.
Oh,
what is this?
what is this?
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is great. Did he wreck though coming off pit road? Did that happen?
It showed his car go straight into the wall after his pits, and then next thing he's teleported onto the track.
I have no idea, guys. That was
I think
strange.
the lead is still the same.
Nah, he's got to be hacking.
His car is destroyed, though.
He sped into pit road and he came on.
It's just that Cali internet, you know. You got 55 million people using the same Wi-Fi. But nonetheless, the lead, whenever he came out, you know, it practically stayed about the same.
Yeah,
so I
he's
think
only
good
going to
pit
pull
stop.
away with that fresher tires and lower fuel.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
You know, I think good pit though there by the 24. I mean, you know, that's showing him that, like, you know, this is a little bit of a practice, so it's showing him that he got on and off pit road, you know, fairly consistent.
Yeah, Ben Holly cheat for sure.
Is that Big Ben?
Yeah.
JCR Big Ben. How's that sound?
Big has been. Sorry, I had to do that to you. Oh, we like him. He's all right.
JCR Big Ben ready
Ready
to
to
win
win.
from the rear tonight. Yeah, he will win.
I'm with that. Who's on that plus 2,000 Big Ben to win from the rear?
I got it. I already put that ticket in before we even started.
1 for 20, folks. Let's go.
It's a lap count.
We just crossed the line with 13 to go, so we should be having 12 to go on this next line.
Holly lag.
Oh, lag, man. This is just everywhere.
Oh, Lynch lag. In 4K.
All these fans are in the stands are wondering what is going on. They must have adjusted race cars differently. Wasn't like Heat 1.
Yeah, Heat 1 was fairly smooth. Hollywood's been in command of this one since the drop of the flag.
Yeah, ever since that restart, he had already had like a 5-car link going into turn 1. It was over after that.
I'm very interested in that damage on his car.
I believe that's from when he came out of the pits. And his car just shot right to the wall.
I wonder if that's
and
real.
Teleported.
Like if he did hit the wall during all that mess.
I don't know, this car is driving too good.
Yeah. Obviously not a problem.
He's got a backstretch length of a lead. Him only getting larger.
Gino.
Looks like we are smashing cans. Had me 3 doubles wild turkey for that UK game. And man, did we not smash that Gator ass. What? Alright, so everybody just, you know, kind of at their own pace here at the moment. No one's still leading, right? Everybody has pit. I mean, like, one of the rear guys.
Yes, Hollywood is the leader currently. As that's coming to line 6 to go right there.
Alright, there you got it. 6 to go. Here in heat number 2. Hang around afterwards. We'll get on board with Hollywood, Lynch, and Kenrod if they stay that way. Still 5 laps to mess something up. 15's lagging all over the place.
Yeah, I think he came down in that commitment zone right there. Yeah, we got a black flag him right there.
I believe Auburn gets a field goal, ties it up with the number 1 Georgia Bulldogs. Late in the 4th.
Will the Bulldogs pull through?
Can they get it done? Brock Bowers been a true dog all day. I think it'd be much more the same of him out there trying to seal this one away.
And they got like a 20-plus game win streak going on too.
Yeah, a lot on the line there for Georgia. Honestly, I hope they win a close one so they can lose next week. Because you don't want to mess with teams like that off a loss.
No, definitely not. As 2 to go at that line.
All right, Hollywood looking to seal the deal up for second place in the main event. He's led every single lap here in heat number 2. But it's been eventful on the part of the lag that we've been seeing.
Can someone read what Mrs. Holcomb wrote? I can't spell, so I'm not sure what that stands for.
Oh, I think that says University of South Carolina.
It should be white flag.
Yep, this is the last couple corners.
Holly spin out of 4, maybe.
And he takes the dub.
Good job, buddy.
All right, Holly dub, Lynch second, Kenrod coming around for third. B29 going to round up 4th, and 5th will belong to Nemesis as he weaves and woggables his way to the line. And that is going to be it for heat number 2. As Hollywood takes it home. We'll get that top 3 in here. We'll get them interviewed. Then we'll shoot the bull a little bit until we get to that main event at 7 p.m. EST. It will feature a lot of the guys that came in and out of the booth, even Henson up here with us right now. It's your FTR Dash4Cash series from Richmond. Main event coming up next as far as racing goes. But hang out for these interviews.
I'll take Hollywood if you guys don't mind.
You can do it, man. I guess I'll take Ken Raj. Good old boy like
Kenny.
I am.
I love Kenrod, man. It's great.
I'll take Lynch.
That's all that's left.
I'll take the field.
I'll take them all. All right, Hollywood. No
Speaking of class of the
field.
field, 4/10 faster than the next closest guy.
Oh yeah. All right, so we're going to get to that 16 car. Get Kenrod in here and talk to.
His ice shoot is a custom lobby. He may have to run that. I see you, Big Ben.
Oh, did Poor Nebraska get like walloped today? I ain't even looked. They played Michigan.
Oh yeah, they're getting demolished. 45-7 currently.
Damn, speaking of NASCAR fights, I reckon Roy McIlroy had to be held back in the parking lot at the Riders' Cup.
Yep, he did.
Looking to beat some ass. Alright, is Kenrod in here with us? There he is. Speak of the devil. Third place finisher here in heat number 2. Kenrod driver, the 16. Man, you started second, and then it was almost instantly dropped right back to third, and it just stayed that way. What was it like?
Hollywood cheated. I'm just playing.
Yes.
I'm just playing. No, I was sleeping on that start. I just was sleeping. I wasn't ready.
Oh, man.
My fault. I tried to get in the pits there, and Lynch just got out of the pits good. I didn't get out of the pits good at all. I damn near wrecked. I got up on the track and messed up getting onto the pits. So, yeah, I pretty much messed up about every way you could. Still got third, so I'm happy about that at least.
Yeah, definitely good for you to, you're going to be starting 6th here in the main event.
Oh, yeah.
What did you feel out of your car? Like, you feel like you're going to have to make a little bit of an adjustment here before this main event?
Yeah, I may have to get with a couple gentlemen and see what I can get worked up, bro. I need something different.
Hey, well, that sounds good, man. We'll catch you out there in that main event. Good luck.
All right, thank you. Thank y'all.
All right, so we'll move over to the driver of the 24 of Lynch, and we will let JWoww take it on.
Yeah, Lynch, ever since y'all kind of just spread it out ever since the start of the race, how'd you feel your car was doing out there, and if you need to make any changes for the main event?
Yeah, car was pretty good. I felt good on the long run, but as we started getting towards the end of the run, it started getting loose. So yeah, definitely have to make some changes. But Hollywood, he jumped that start pretty good, and he was gone. But all
I
good.
don't know if he did jump that. Did he jump the start, or he just got that good of a restart there?
He jumped it a little bit, but it's all good. Good win to him, and happy with second, and see what we can do in this main event.
Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all got any more questions, but I also wanted to ask if you still remember the incident with you and Clashing back in FR
God.
maybe about 3 years ago.
Yes, I remember it. Clashing never.
Yeah, we'll never let that down.
He'll never let that down. He always brings that up to me every time we run into each other. So it's all good. Having a lot of fun. Got to thank Billy and Miss FTR for doing this, and thank you guys for doing this in the booth tonight.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hollywood, you got me, bro?
Yeah, I got a copy, DW.
Oh, we clearly seen you cheat on the start of the race. You jumped it by like 47 car lengths.
I don't know about that.
once you guys went green, you were pretty much just set. So, what'd your car feel like on a long run there? I mean, it looked pretty good. You need to make any changes, or what are you thinking?
Well, first, I want to address the restart allegations. And basically what happened. I asked him, we decided to go in the restart zone out at the line. And basically with the restart zone, you go off the leader. But in the zone, the second place car can kind of creep, right, if they're on the top, and the leader, if they wait to go in the restart zone, that can kind of give the outside line an advantage. The biggest advantage the leader has going in the restart zone is going right away, and so I think that kind of caught him off guard, that I went as soon as I crossed that line and went, at the first chance I could get. I don't think I jumped it. I also missed the shift a little bit right there too, so I don't know. But after that, the car was pretty good. Obviously, I didn't have to run with any traffic. I felt like I ran it pretty hard for maybe the first 10 to 15 laps, and then kind of backed it up a little bit. And then same thing out of the pits, I ran it pretty hard. But it was just focusing on not having any mistakes and just running my lines, making sure the car is ready for the main event. And I think we're good to go. Obviously I didn't run against Billy and Eagles, so I don't know their pace completely yet. But, I was watching Lynch, and I felt like I had a little bit of car on the short run, and then, the middle of the run we kind of evened out a little bit, and then towards the end I was gaining a little more time on him. And I feel like also getting on pit road was a big strength, because I waited 2 or 3 laps after they pitted and was able to still come out in front of them. So, I don't know, pretty optimistic tonight. We'll be on the front row, but on the top, that's a little difficult. But I think if I can get clear within the first lap and start logging some laps in stage 1, that we're going to have a good night. So looking forward to the main event here in 30 minutes almost. And shooting for a top 5, but we're also trying to get a dub out of this.
I do have one more question. Actually, a couple. Like you said, what was it lagging? And on that pit stop, when you came out of the pits, did you hit the inside wall? Because on our screen, it showed your car was completely destroyed.
No. So yeah, I didn't hit the inside wall off the pits. And then Kinrod had mentioned it was lagging, but nobody else had said anything. I wouldn't have been opposed to restarting it. It's just nobody really was saying anything, and I obviously was kind of by myself. I didn't see any lag, so. I guess it is what it is. It's how the game goes. But yeah, still a good race out of it. I mean, it was good. Kind of use it as like a test session, and so the car felt pretty good. So
yes, sir.
I'm ready to rock and roll. Thank you, buddy.
Congratulations.
All right, that'll do it for our Heat 2 interviews. Here in about 24 minutes, we'll be rolling out for that main event. What's something that we're looking at for that?
What are we looking for?
Yeah, what are we looking at here with that? What do you think the preferred method? 1 pit, then you got 2 pits in the last 2 stages?
Yeah, just try to run it as long as you can. Try to get those fresher tires. You don't want to pit too early, and then you're going to be stuck trying to make up for the rest of the runs later on the back end of the race.
Well, Henson, you'll be out there, and you'll be in the rear, so what are you looking at?
Oh. Personally, myself, I'm looking to get to the front as quick as possible without running over anybody and making mistakes. But I want to have fun, man, and have a good, clean race, Try to use some strategy and mix it up a little bit.
Do you think you're going to win?
Personally, you have to take yourself. I didn't personally get to run with Eagles and Billy right there, but I have ran against them there before, so I kind of know their pace and pass, but I'm sure they've made changes. But yeah, hopefully I can pull it out. We'll see.
Well, good thing you don't have me racing in that. I whoop all y'all's asses.
I'd love to race J-Well.
I'm blocking him the whole race.
All right, fellas. B-New Stu is going to go grab a quick bite, and I'll be back. So.
Me too, so that leaves Hollywood and J-Well to talk about.
Oh, man, I was about to do the same
like I'm busy too. I think I got to get some food. As we go to commercial break, we'll be right back. Sponsored by Minipiece.com and whatever other sponsors are.
Zugar, if you're watching the stream right now, if you're watching live, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. We'll be back, let's say 3:45, well, 6:45 for you guys. All right, 6:45 Eastern, we'll be back here, ready to rock and roll with the pre-race show for the main event. Shout out to Zugar.
SQ2 with 2 O's.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Um,
Alright, my bad, fellas. We are back, as I already heard some of you already back. But main event about to take off, and not much longer. Billy going to be starting third in this one, in the 23. Man, did you make any changes after that heat race? And what are you looking to bring into this main event?
Nah, not really. I didn't make any changes. Car is what it is. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good race. I mean, I think some guys are pretty close. Just have to kind of wait and see how it kind of plays out. I mean, it's probably gonna get a little slick at the very end, so should be a good race though. I'm excited. Probably got a top 5 maybe.
All right, Billy, looking to transfer over a little bit of that success from the heat race. But good luck to you out there.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, and got Hollywood in second, starting on the main event after leading all the laps of heat number 1, or heat number 2, sorry. Putting him on the outside for the start of this main event. Is Jay Well back yet?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, you got anything for Hollywood here?
Hollywood, how's your car feel? I mean, you said it was pretty good in this heat, and you didn't really know what to gauge it off of compared to Billy and Eagles.
Yeah, I feel like often I haven't raced with those two yet. Me and Henson have also done some testing, so I kind of know where my car's at relative to him, and I think he's going to end up as one of the guys fighting for the win, along with myself, Billy, Eagles, and maybe a couple more guys. But yeah, I'm not going to change it. I think it is like what Billy said. It is what it is at this point. I mean, we're 5 minutes from race time. You're going to have to run with what you got. So, like I was saying before.
Is Scotty racing this race?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's here.
He's on practicing with Billy and Eagles.
Yeah,
he's
so
here.
There's another driver that's going to be up the front before probably too long, maybe by the end of stage 1. But yeah, I'm just going to try and get into that bottom line pretty much off the restart and figure out a way to keep my car out front and maintain that track position, because getting back in the back of the pack, it's going to be tough to cycle back through. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, boys. Thank you guys for doing this broadcast. Thank you to all the fans that are watching, Ruthless fans and FTR fans, and any other NASCAR Heat 5 fans that are out there. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to try and put on a good show for y'all.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all doing this.
Yeah, for sure. We'll move over to our pole sitter for the main event, and that will be the winner, and I think led every lap of heat number 1, and that is Eagles. All right, so kind of the same shoot here as you did in heat 1. Just keep your nose clean, stay out there, win the race, or you think the pit strategies are going to play a big effect here?
I don't know if he's in here.
Oh, I thought he was in here. I thought I heard him. Well, nonetheless, he says yes to all those questions. But anyways, getting down to the main event now. How many drivers are we looking at, Billy?
I think we got 15 for tonight. We had one or two that couldn't make it, so I think we got a 15 car field tonight. So I'm okay with that. Everybody can be in the same chat, so everybody can communicate. So that's good. I'm good with that.
Sounds good. That's
I'm looking forward towards the Thanksgiving bash.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Should be, anyways.
Yeah. What was the track for that?
Homestead.
Homestead. Okay.
Oh, that'd be brutal.
All right, gentlemen. Good luck, Billy. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna jump.
All right, just let us know when they're joining. We'll
make sure you land.
Will do. Yeah, right on you.
Yeah, we'll get this FTR Dash4Cash series main event from Richmond underway before long. Be me and JWoww bringing you all the action here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And a little bit down on the viewers since the break, but you know what? They'll tick back up as we get going because the main event is going to be full of events, I'm sure.
Indeed, for sure. I'm just I'm ready to get this show on the road just to see how this racing's gonna be. Hopefully, it's like the Ruthless Racing finish to the Pro Series race with Mike and Clashing type finish.
Yeah, that was some good stuff there, and you know, a lot of good finishes across all these leagues and different series that you see out in the game. So, and a lot of those guys that don't race in each of those leagues at the same time get a kind of a chance here to go against each other.
Yep, this is the place to where you can go display your talents and everything else, and especially with money on the line as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like Billy had mentioned way early in the broadcast, this is a series format with the top 4 getting paid out, and right now I got 15 guys in it on for this race, as I think it's just a 6-race series. Should be wrapping up, I think, around March of next year. Oh, there's Clashing.
You're not gonna, yeah. I know you're on your burner account earlier, probably. No, you're a bum, Clash.
Yeah, he was on it. He was Justin, whatever the hell.
Yeah, Justin Addison, something like that. Justin Allison. Justin Adams.
Justin
yeah, that was
Adams.
you, Clash. I know for sure. Yes, that was you.
Yeah, we treated him like it was you anyways.
Yeah. We started roasting him.
He didn't come back after that, actually.
Yeah, he got scared. Yeah, I'll bet.
What's the over-under?
250 doll hairs.
Oh,
I'll bet you 250 doll hairs. I got it right here, all in ones.
Who stopped by and got an ounce? I got all ones, man. Oh, shit. Well, anybody into college football, got a good one brewing over there in the Ole Miss LSU game. Ole Miss was up 21-7. LSU cutting the lead back down 2-7 on a pretty run-dominant drive.
Oh, and Georgia finished the game off with a win.
Yeah, they finished that game off by intercepting the driving Tigers. So Georgia able to get it done. I think they won by 7 or 6, something like that.
They won by 7.
Yeah.
Clashing, why don't you come in here and hop in the booth for a little bit?
Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Man, what a terrible pass by that Auburn quarterback. Just saw the replay again. just as brutal the fourth time I saw it. But
yeah, the Auburn quarterback only threw for about, I think only, 82 yards.
oh my goodness.
10 for 19, 82 yards and one interception. And the brutal interception was the last one. So
Yeah. I mean, to have that kind of day passing and still be in the game, that gives me some hope for next week. My Wildcats take on them Dogs. Oh no. It returns. The Ryan Blaney account.
Who the fuck? Hi, Ryan Blaney. Is this the real Ryan Blaney?
I think it's just his bedroom fan.
This is a bug on the wall.
Ryan Blaney's fan.
Yeah, that's you. I know it's you, Ryan Blaney. Can't fool me.
Sure it does.
Speaking of big baseball games, it's coming down to the Rangers, Mariners, and Astros for the American League West. If any of y'all pay attention to baseball.
Yeah, I think the Mariners and Astros, aren't they fighting also for like the third wild card spot?
Yeah, they're all under a blanket right now. So
Yeah.
the Rangers currently got the division lead, one game up over the Astros, and the Mariners are 2 games back. But the last 2 games of the season, the Mariners are facing the Rangers and Astros are facing the Diamondbacks. So it's all up for grabs.
Yeah, I took an alternate spread on the Mariners last night at 7.5, and they won 8-0.
Yeah, they beat them down.
But yeah, even the NL Central kind of still beating and banging on each other.
Hey, Clash, and we got Scotty racing in this race, so it's gonna be a good one.
So we're just waiting on invites and join messages. More information on the Matt Crafton punching Sanchez in the face. Apparently he was just talking to somebody, got tapped on the shoulder, and he never saw it coming.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I mean, Matt Crafton, he's pretty bold feller, he's a big old boy, and he's older too even, so this, it'd probably be like punching his son in the face if he had one, about that age. So I don't know. It's kind of not a good look on him, I don't think. Especially, I think he brought a new sponsor to this track, so I think that's not going to be a good look for him. He better hope that last video is the only one available.
Yeah. I think it's just a surprise because, nobody was expecting him to start thrashing.
Getting invites now. So, should not be long. Should have Kenrod still streaming, I hope. Ole Miss inside the 10 now. About halfway to go till halftime. Up 7 on the LSU Tiger.
Go Tigers.
GAUX Tigers. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Flag on the play. getting those invites, though. Just waiting on that join message. And we'll be green flag racing in the main event for the FTR Dash4Cash series from Richmond. And I'm labeling it the Riches of Richmond. And that's what it is. As there is money on the line.
That's a good one.
Yeah. We got money on the line in this series-style payout. Top 4 at the end of the series receive money. How about them Cowboys losing to the Cards? I did send a meme in there about that in the Discord.
It's a one bad game. It's all right. We'll rebound this next week, or this coming week.
Go Pats, actually.
Oh God.
Go Pats. That offensive line for the Cowboys is down. Judon's coming for the ass, Dak. You better get ready.
It was just a perfect storm last week. We had three of the starters down. It was just just wasn't perfect. But I think it was a good smack in the mouth. We got out physical, and I think we can come back and rebound from that.
Speaking of those Cardinals, though, they were up 20-0 the week before that, and then somehow, lost.
Yeah, we can't say they're just not no bums here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I believe in that coach for the Cardinals. I believe if they use him as the scapegoat to get the #1 pick, somebody will truly get him, and it will be worth it. I think he's a little odd cat, though. If you ever watch his interviews or the
His
all
pre-game
access
speech or something.
Man, he's so weird. But I don't know. He probably puts a fire in you that nobody else can.
Yeah. Do we have we able to join yet?
No join message. Is Kenrod live?
I have not seen. Join. We're good to join.
All right, good deal. All right, everybody. The moment we've been waiting 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 57 seconds and counting. The main event for your FTR Dash4Cash series from Richmond. Presented to you by Ruthless Racing and SKU2 with 2 O's on YouTube as well. B-New Stu and JWoww are going to bring you 3 stages of riches from Richmond.
Let's get it.
If you're new to the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel, make sure you hit subscribe, but nonetheless, like the stream for us. That helps out a lot. As I'm not sure if they will be doing a pace lap here. Maybe 2. Yeah, they definitely will be. Alright, pace
so
laps.
who's your pick to win?
Yeah, everybody pick somebody.
Yeah, put it in the comments. Also, need a like and subscribe. Support this channel any way you can. And we're gonna have two powerhouse guys in the back starting. We got Hinton and JCR Scotty gonna try to work their way through the field, try to get this win.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for all the camera moving around because the field's gonna be scatterbrained. So not everybody's gonna kind of just be 1, 2, 3 like they would be. But nonetheless, another pace lap underway. I imagine we go green flag racing this next time by. Eagles Hollywood on the point, followed by Billy and Lynch, followed by Dunlap and Kenrod. That's your first 3 rows.
Are you ready to bring the energy?
We're ready to bring the energy.
This is what we've been waiting for.
We got a Henson pick, got a Hollywood pick. I'm going to go with the big dog Billy. Going to bring the Big Mac to somebody here at Richmond.
I'm gonna go with Scotty. I think he can do. I think he has a great car coming all the way from the back. So we'll see.
And we're off. It's green flag. Eagles gets us underway. Hollywood.
Yeah, looks like Hollywood already got it down.
Quickly, very quickly, down to that bottom. Oh, off the wall, Lynch back here. As I said, you got to skip all the way around. Oh, we got one way up there, but 55. Somebody, I don't know who was driving it.
Yeah, you got a little bit of help there.
42 of Scotty and Henson working on the bottom, trying to get through this field as quick as they can to avoid losing those leaders here with the one required pit stop in stage 1. It will all lie down to about the first 8 to 10 laps of this run, I'm sure. It's about where the tires are going to be beneficial. Looking at about 35 laps, 35, 37 laps a tank.
Yeah, look out for about the first 15 laps. Everybody's car is honestly going to be really stable, not too crazy. But after that, that's when about halfway, a little bit before halfway in the run, that's when these cars are going to start getting loose, and you'll see which guys are really going to start moving to the field and maybe getting some wrecks.
Not sure what happened to Billy. He kind of lost off the tail end of Eagles and Hollywood here. Those two trying to push it out as we try to get back up to that battle up front. Off of Hollywood here, as you can see, he is slightly lower in these turns than Eagles.
Yeah, just trying to get a pinch of fresh air right there. Don't want to get in this dirty air.
Got an Eagles pick out here. Miss FTR. Find Eagles here. There it is. Led every lap in Heat 1. Led every lap so far here early on in your main event. FTR Dash4Cash, Richmond. As you can see, that big long line of stock cars down the front stretch. Everybody kind of in orders. Kind of a battle back here with Dunlap. We'll try to find him. There he is, battling with Kenrod. '66 Dunlap wins the battle for now on the 16. Kenrod. Lynch riding 4th at the moment. He's got a good gap between him and 5th as early on Hollywood already in on pit road.
Oh. It was a pretty
Big
bold
Ben.
strategy move right there.
Henson. It's going to be bold there.
I think he knows that he doesn't need 4 tires, so he could just pit in for maybe whatever he has to do. I think they can make it on fuel already, so I think it's honestly just getting that 3-second stop and then leaving.
All right. So those 3 getting settled in the pits.
Hollywood's already out of his pit box, so that's what I believe the strategy is going to be.
I saw another car come down. That's going to be Scotty in the 42.
66 has been. Ooh, kind of hit that inside wall right there a little bit. I don't know if it gave some damage.
That'd be Dunlap there in the 66 that went in on pit road.
Yeah, I think for Hollywood, this is just for like, kind of just a little bit of a strategy move to maybe undercut Eagles, because if he was running behind him and he thinks he was being held up, if he can get some clean track and play some lap time before Eagles got to make his pits.
There's Dunlap getting his service required for stage number 1. Scotty comes off pit road out behind Henson, who he was running with before he went in. So good stop there by Scotty. As they'll be working against Lynch now coming off pit road. Scotty and Henson. Lynch yet to pit, I think. How many laps we have remaining?
I do not have a lap count, as I don't see any strings up.
Okay.
My guess is we're about halfway through the stage.
Alright, so let's try to find us one here.
Oh, 6 cars in the wall. Yeah, this may be hurting Hollywood a little bit as he's coming up on some of this traffic. I think he was hoping for a little bit more cleaner track. He could work his way around them as quick as he can, as Billy's in the pit road.
I'm also not seeing any live streams, unfortunately.
Looks like we're gonna wing it.
Looks like we're winging it. Alright, well, nonetheless, that could only get really confusing for these pit stops. Oh, 16 is all over the place there out of 2. Avoids calamity, though. Still kind of getting up into Big Ben here in the 45.
Just waiting for Eagles to pit.
I think Billy also yet to pit.
He pitted. I saw him come
did?
through pit, so that he cycled right behind back to Hollywood.
So Eagles out here as Scotty and Henson get their laps back, or at least one of them. See the 5 there. Forgot
Eagles
who that
coming through
was.
pit road right now.
A lot smoother pit there for him here than it was in that heat race.
Yes. Now we got to keep an eye on Hollywood. If he could kind of undercut him there to try to get in that traffic through, but we're going to have to see. It's going to be close, I believe.
See how beneficial Eagles waiting on the stop was.
Hollywood coming out of 4.
Eagles coming off now. And Hollywood,
Yep.
It's going to be about even, I think, once Eagles gets it going. I don't know.
There you go. Good strategy.
Pretty good gap there. Got to just run good, clean laps now.
I think Hollywood it ran a good strategy. Just try not to run, because he knew he didn't have to take any tires or fuel. He just needed to make that pit stop and do the one required stop as it was per rules. And he kind of felt a little bit held up, and then once he made his pit, he could just make those lap times after having all that clean track ahead of him. Now we got to see if Eagles made any changes to his car to work on that long run. We'll see if he runs him back down.
On board with Hollywood out front. Got Eagles and then Billy in your top 3. See if the pit early strategy for Hollywood can work out. Ben also pit early. And, you know, that could have worked out good for him, as I think I see him running about 5th here. Maybe. I'm not sure. No, that could just be... Oh, the 24 off the wall into Ben.
Yeah, they're making contact back here.
Alright, Dunlap, somebody we mentioned earlier. Not sure where he's looking at the moment. Trying to see who he's around. Not quite sure. But I do know Billy is in 3rd.
I think Henson and Scotty took a different approach. I believe they took tires to split the stage, so we'll have to see if it worked out for them. Because they did have to unlap themselves in front of Eagles earlier in that run.
Yeah, I mean, they're not far off 3rd. Billy, I mean, they're about a turn behind. But, backstretch, rather. They enter as he enters. He turns ahead.
Yeah, Hollywood has a healthy gap between him and Eagles. It's opened up a little bit, but not too much.
So I'm trying to get back up here to Hollywood. Running pretty consistent. Got some lap traffic ahead though. That's where the guessing game's going to get tough. I think the 24 just now pitting. He might have been the leader. See how that works out for him. Oh, Eagles back there getting all kinds of out of whack.
Yeah, he hit that apron coming off a 2, and that kind of wobbled his car a little bit. But it looked like he's been struggling. He's got a handful with him right now.
Some cars coming off pit road here. Behind. Oh, big wreck on the backstretch.
Oh, we got a big wreck. Car's flipping.
Oh, many leaders are part of that one.
Yeah, Hollywood got involved in that.
Caution is out.
It should be close to the stage.
Now, did that throw a wrench in this with some people some lap down and stuff like that? Now, this is a big.
I wonder if the caution came out right before Hollywood got that damage. If so, then
yeah, I don't see damage on Hollywood. Not really anything significant. Now Eagles, on the other hand, he did smash somebody. I see him dented up. All right, first caution of the whole day through heats and all comes here in stage 1. The Dash4Cash. That puts 2 new guys up on the front here. TCR Johnny, Big Ben, sitting shotgun, followed by Hollywood and Eagles.
Yeah, this must be a short run to the end of the stage right here because I think they stayed out for just a track position. Oh, we got contact running into the 6 car. 4 wide.
5 wide nearly. Big Ben up into the wall. We're shuffling off a 2. It's going to be another big one. 6 nearly flipping. Big contact for the 24 into the back of the wall. We're still green. And not anymore. Alright, so I don't know if that ended the stage or not.
That was close. I believe it was closer than the stage.
If anybody out there can hear us, get us a stream. In-race report or something. Hollywood, throw in an AirPod. Get on your phone. Alright, so Hollywood is showing him out front. Don't know if that's how that's going to hold up. Also, don't know if stage 1 is over.
That seems like an extra long caution. I think this must be the end of the stage.
Could be, yeah, stage break there.
But yeah, that was like I was saying earlier, right before the restart even happened, 2 cars stayed out, and I think that was more of a strategy move, try to get track position, because I think maybe everybody else would have took tires on the once the stage ended, and they would have had all that good track position right there. But it just turned into carnage after that, beating and banging, bouncing off each other.
All right, 2 great crashes back to back. I think maybe, I don't know, Nemesis jumps out to the lead here. Maybe he took full stuff on the last pit stop, didn't need it. Here we go. We're back green flag racing. Nemesis on the point. Got Eagles out to the outside quickly around. I think that might have been maybe black flag scenario here or something. Maybe had dropped to the rear, pitted at the end of the stage. I think that's what's happened. Because you don't see him get fully to the back yet. Eagles
side by side for second.
Yeah, out in front of Henson Hollywood battle for second. Billy right there to the attack in a moment's notice. Can get 3 wide real quick here at Richmond.
Yeah, I think they just want to get settled back in because if they want to have any chance of catching Eagles back, they're just going to be pulling away the more time they run side by side.
Thanks to everybody who is watching. Please like the stream if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you haven't done that. That way you're partially entered for the diecast giveaway exclusively on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Next, not this coming Tuesday, but Tuesday after that at Bristol. But right now it is all Eagles at the start of stage number 2. As the end of stage 1 ends in all sorts of calamity. Top
Eagles
5
fires up very well on the short run, but he just struggles towards the long run.
That's right. As you see, the top 5 try to get in order to try to make it through the 2 required stops now in stage number 2. You see some battling back here around the back part of the top 10. We'll try to get on board with that. It's got Kenrod and TCR Doctor, all part of that.
Yeah, they're under a blanket right now. Top 3.
Hop on with Henson, who's sitting third. Get a good view of all this battling.
Looking low. We just want to take a peek right there just to see what he would do.
Any bit of low opportunity left open will be taken, I'm sure, by somebody. This track position's too hard to come by. Oh, back low once again. They go. They're going to be.
He's going for it this time.
They're going to be door to door coming through 1 and 2. Eagles up there, gets a little bit of wall. Oh, he gets it 2 or 3, 4 times.
They struggle. I'm telling you, that car struggles once he gets the past couple laps. He fires off real great. It just comes to him on the back end. Scotty's looking low for P3.
We go chase view off of Billy. Look at this battle for third against Eagles as Billy's looking to the inside of that 9 now. Not going to have it though. Preferred line to Eagles after Scotty clears him. Now on board with Scotty running third. You see the battle for the lead. He can back up a little bit. Henson takes the move to the outside.
Scotty looking for second.
He gets
Clears him.
Henson looks to take the battle back to the inside. Not going to be there. Fourth and fifth of Eagles and Billy just linking up. These guys seem to start to kind of sort it out through the rest of the field. Battle for first is still very warm. 3 cars right there in contention. Oh, Scotty down to the inside. He's going to not be clear on exit. It's going to still be door to door.
New leader, JCR Scotty.
Trying to get back on board with him in that 42 Black Rifle Camaro.
And you know he has a strong car. He came from literally last place, so all the way up to the front.
Well, both of these guys up 1-2 right now.
Yep, they're both all top 3. They're starting to pull away from the second pack too of Billy and Eagles.
Got Billy Eagles running 4th, 5th. As we get going through in stage 2 here. FTR Dash4Cash Series Richmond. It's been pretty good here in this main event. 2 pretty large crashes there at the end of stage number 1. Besides that, Eagles was the leader at the beginning of this stage, but he's dropped all the way back to 5th after a couple of meets with the wall out of 2. Henson just right there behind Scotty as these guys just try to keep it figured out. It's 2 pit stops. You know, that's going to be a deciding factor as well, how great you get in and back off. If you don't take tires one of these stops, how slick it is coming out of there on the apron in 1 and 2. A lot of factors.
Yeah, what I'm noticing from the 2 lines of the first and second place, Scotty more taking a higher approach and cutting it down low. to where he can apex it versus Hinton. He's kind of running low and keeping it low over there. And as we look for the battle for the lead here,
Hinton taking it low for the lead. Still going to be door to door down the backstretch. He's going to have the advantage on the inside line for 3 and 4. Scotty Strong on the high side.
Here off the exit.
Clear will be the 18. Don't want to sneak up there too quick to avoid the crossover move. Played it well down into turn number 1. Henson, your new leader.
As he gets a little squirrely coming off the corner.
Yep, that's going to have Scotty.
Hollywood's bidding.
That's typical of Hollywood to be the
Look
first
at the big
one
run
in.
here.
You give Scotty that daylight on the bottom, he's going to take it and hold it.
Yeah, yep. Let's see at the big run coming off of the 18 here on the outside. They're still battling.
Big run won't be good enough, as I think the slide job is going to be in order off the exit of this turn. No, Henson's stronger on the outside than the 42 the lap prior. But Scotty still hangs on to the lead. Back in order
they're just
again.
duking it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Hollywood, while they're duking it out and losing time, Hollywood did pit earlier, a couple laps ago, trying to see what kind of strategy he's trying to pull out.
2 pits required. He could be doing the reverse effect and run longer later. I think Henson and Scotty kind of cooled it off for now. They saw Billy and Eagle start to catch them pretty heavy.
Yeah, looks like more cars are coming in the pits to try to make more strategy here.
I think we saw it in stage number 1. First car on. It is beneficial, I feel like, for maybe the first pit stop. But I think running longer for a second pit stop is better. Which is something that
He's taking a peek.
I've tend to see as we get through different types of races. It is nose to tail for 1 and 2 as Billy loses third to Eagles now.
Yeah, these guys aren't getting away from each other. They're just stuck. Oh,
Henson in. Scotty all by himself now out front. Still 2 pits on his docket.
Let's see if he pits here this time. Yep, he's coming in.
Oh, a little contact with that wall. And I think he got it slowed down.
Yeah, it looks like Eagles and Billy are going to try to run this extra long. Try to have those fresher tires on the back end. I want to see where Hollywood ends up in all this after he pitted a little bit earlier.
These 2 go in now. I don't know, they might have got in there good.
Hollywood's coming off 4.
Out of 2 for Hollywood, into 3. Who's back on track?
I think Hollywood's in the lead currently. He just has that big lead with those fresher tires, but they're going to catch up to him. As you can see, what 1 lap of fresher tires can do is Scotty has lost a lot of ground to Henson. Eagles and Billy are coming off pit road.
Yeah, Yeah, Henson has got a little bit of a gap there between him and Scotty. And Eagles and Billy sockle right back in behind those two. So we got eye shoot going on pit road. That would possibly make him the leader at the moment. Eagles chasing Henson, who is coming out at 2. Hollywood is at the line. I wonder if Hollywood's got that kind of lead, or if maybe he had a speeding penalty or something.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out too. It's going into turn 3 right now.
I think it's Henson or Hollywood is the leader.
Henson's going in, coming out of turn 2 now. Hollywood's coming out of turn 4.
There could be that large of a gap. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
This must have been what NASCAR was like, you know, back in like the 50s and stuff. When people had to like track it by like hand.
Yeah. Woody getting out of the way in front of Henson.
Still another pit required here in this stage. Stage number 2. See the 6 get out of the way of the 18 there. I could only imagine. Hollywood, he's racing up here on the 5. We'll see how easy the 5 is against him. That might give us a little look into what Hollywood's looking at. I don't know, maybe we had a Holly speed.
I feel like that gap is shortening from what I'm seeing. So Henson's coming off 2. I keep messing this up. Alright, Henson's coming out of 4.
Hollywood's out of 2 right now.
Yeah, I do not know.
Back stretch for Henson. Front stretch for Hollywood.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Hollywood. So Hollywood is now coming off of 2. Where's Henson?
Just crossed the line, coming into 1.
Yeah, I really haven't moved from this whole time, so he probably did speed.
Yeah, I think we're looking at Henson being the leader because of how close Scotty and Eagles and Billy are. They were all kind of like right there.
TCR Johnny coming in the pits right now. I believe that's his 2nd time.
Big Ben off pit road. Hollywood did pit early, but I don't know. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, it must have been a different type of strategy. I don't know what he was doing there.
Unless Hollywood did not take tires. You know, he could have went the backwards way about this and not took tires on his first stop and then took the tires this next time coming up. Maybe unlike these guys.
Yeah, but I feel like Henson would have ran him down a lot faster rate than this if he took no tires.
I would have to agree with that. Get their drink of water there. It's been a long time on the mic here. Yeah, that is water. I hope. At least that's what they sold it to me as.
Maybe a little spicy.
Mm-hmm. It's like those, you ever had a Happy Dad?
I haven't had one of those, but I have heard of those.
The wild cherry one's pretty good, or whatever the cherry one is. I really
I'm
like
trying them out.
looking at Henson here as he's coming up on the 45 of Ben. I think, I think Henson is our leader, and he's just putting the space on him in the 42. Eagles has now worked up to the 42 of Scotty and started pushing him around here at Richmond.
Yeah, they stayed out a couple laps later than Scotty, so he's able to run him down faster because, like I said, he has that short run speed, but those extra lap tires are it's like a double gold there, so it's helping him on both the front side and the back side of this run.
Just looking at the way everybody else is racing that 15, I can only imagine he's working his way back up through the field. Off the front of Scotty's car here, you can see that yellow 18 ahead of him.
Pretty good mirror full of Eagles. Got a little tight off of that corner.
Eagles to the inside, making a move down into turn 1 and 2. Oh, Scotty keeps it hard on the outside, but that's going to hurt him, I think, on exit.
Yep, a little bit. Cost him about half a second right there.
Sorry, chat, there is no running order. Right now, I think we're at Henson, Eagles, Scotty, Billy, top 4. Don't hold me to it. See some other guys going in for their pits, or coming out, rather. Second pit stop could be finished for.
So if Eagles runs him the way, I don't know if he's going to run Henson all the way back down, but this will help him on the very next run. So if they do decide to take no tires.
Yeah, looking good for Henson though right here, still with the second pit stop to go. I felt like Hollywood might have been on a good strategy. Henson down now. Eagles going to go on by. Scotty comes in. I believe even Billy's staying out.
Well, Eagles is taking a different approach here.
He is going in
staying
now.
out longer.
Try to get back to Billy. He should have been. Nope, he stays out. So he's running extra long. They should be coming in this lap. No, Billy going to keep it out there.
I think Billy must have pitted a little bit earlier because I didn't see him behind Eagles or anybody else.
He was kind of back there behind them. I mean, maybe he already did take that pit a little earlier.
We've got these guys on fresher tires now. Let's see how they do now for the last final run of the stage.
Scotty still in second. Eagles third, Henson first. The gap has been shortened quite a bit. They're a little bit closer to that 18 now. I swear, it gets smaller down the straights.
Yeah, he's making up a little bit of time here.
Henson looking strong. Oh no! Engine expiration for the 23.
Oh, did not want to hear that.
No, he's on pit road. He was very still. They usually move a little bit when they're on pit road. He was very still. I don't know, maybe a penalty or something. That's kind of odd pit road behavior out of the car. Nonetheless, he is off pit road and back on to the backstretch. And I don't know, did this help him? I don't know. He's on the front stretch, they're on the back stretch. I don't think so.
No. That would make sense, because that would be about a roughly 15 seconds behind the leader, because it takes about 20 to 21 seconds to complete a lap.
Yeah. Alright, good deal. No stream, no
Henson's
problem.
in command of this race.
Yeah, he has been since he finally worked up the field. Him and Scotty both, man. They both come from the rear tonight. And looking good. Scotty's got Eagles there on his rear, because all these guys are just racing to the end of stage 2 now. Both pit stops have been finished.
The 77 car maybe a little bit on the way, but Eagles is running down Scotty, so we can make quick work with him here. They got a shot.
They get around the 77 there fairly easy. We try to find Henson.
Going in turn 1.
There he is. Alright, good looks here for Henson in stage number 2. Try to get back with Scotty here as they try to work around the 5 of Shoot lapped car.
That lead is pulling away a little bit from Henson. I believe he does have the faster car overall.
Looking pretty steady. The 18. Don't see a lot of snap on these exits like we've seen with some guys.
Should be coming towards the end of this stage 2 here.
And I believe we are coming down to it. So we're just in the chase view of the 18. You get a good look at how he's running this thing. And he is real consistent. I can see though there's a lot discoloration in the track, and that's kind of what he's running on in both turns. It's like a little streak of different colored pavement. And you know, Richmond, it's a tire grader too.
Yeah, you lose a lot of grip here.
That car we were talking about before the race, he's in danger of losing a lap.
Ooh, got a car on the wall there.
He's done that, trying to let Henson around. Got some more cars on pit road. I'm not sure who did that. Henson's first little wiggle of the day there on exit. Keep in mind the 18 is who we're following here. your leader. Scotty, then Eagles, 2-3. Two lapped cars in the wake of Henson. Oh, we got Dunlap back here. He's kind of all around Eagles. He's able to get around them though. Scotty, your second place car here in stage number 2.
Yeah, it looks like Eagles fell off even after having that 1 to 2 lap fresher tires in these guys. He made it work the first run, but not so much the second run here.
Yeah, and I mean, flat traffic might have a little bit to do with that, but I think overall not that big a deal. Henson looking strong. I'm not sure how many laps remaining here in stage number 2, but I imagine we are down to the last few.
I'm gonna guess 5 more laps.
We'll go over under 5 laps
over
to
under.
go. I'll take. I can't take same as. Well, I'll call this one a draw. 4 to go.
Last one lap. Oh, the car's slowing up. That's the end of the stage.
That will be the end of the stage. There we go. Under 5, you want it. Henson, stage 1 winner, or stage 2 winner. Sorry. I think Hollywood took stage 1. Speeding penalty, I do believe, on his first pit stop is what put the boot to him about being up in contention for this stage. But nonetheless, new stage. Rack them and stack them up again. FTR Dash4Cash Series Richmond. Last stage about to go underway. 2 required pit stops. Shout out Skew Car and Skew 2 with 2 O's on YouTube. Spinu Stu, JWoww in the booth bringing y'all this action. So JWoww, what do you see out of this race so far?
So far, after a little bit of action in stage 2 or into stage 1, I believe. Whoa, got Hollywood back up in the lead here. But as we see, I think this race has. It's playing out well towards Henson on the strategy. I see Hollywood pulling down. I don't know if that's.
I think it's just being protective of the bottom here.
Yeah, maybe Hollywood did win that stage.
I mean, I don't know. That would be pretty wild that he had that kind of lead on these guys.
Yeah, they're beating and banging back there. They're bouncing off each other.
I see Big Ben and B29 kind of got into each other there. Hollywood out to the lead.
Oh, Dunlap got in the wall. Got tight.
Everybody survived.
But let's see how Eagles works his way through Hollywood. I think Hollywood did win that stage. He's not falling back too much because he would have been on old tires.
We'll have to get confirmation about that after the race. If so, I apologize for doubting Hollywood.
Yeah, just something we were taking a look, and it must have not been as much fall off as we thought it would have been whenever we had that big short pit on the first run.
Props to him if he did win that stage, but right now he's got Eagles and Henson both wanting a piece of him as they try to get this one decided through stage number 3.
We got somebody wall riding up here. I believe it's a 55 of that is the 55 of JD as he just hit the wall. Now he just left. He left the race.
Oh man,
he was crashing and then he just got out of the race.
It's gonna be unfortunate. You know, it's a finish. As Billy rounds up the top 5 now, he's got Scotty ahead of him. Top 3 in order are Hollywood, Eagles, Henson. I think that was about the...
I want to see if Eagles made any adjustments to his car to protect this long run. Oh, got a little loose. He hit that bumper coming off of in 1 and 2, so I think that disrupted his car a little bit. Running up a little bit into Hinton, making him get real tight. Yeah, Hollywood may have the car to beat, honestly.
He could have it.
Because if he held off that whole stage, not knowing that he had that giant lead off of strategy, I believe he has the car to beat.
That would be interesting to see if he actually did pull that off in stage 2.
But they're not leaving each other. They're all stuck like magnets right now.
Yes, they are. As we are over the 3-hour mark in the stream now. Thanks to the 10 of you that are still watching. Make sure to like this stream, subscribe if you haven't. And let us know who you think is going to win this Dash4Cash event from Richmond. I think Hollywood got stage 1, maybe stage 2, but if not, it was probably Henson. So Hollywood, Henson, looking good. Eagles been strong, just a lackluster stage 2. But off the wall as we speak about him. Good old curse to the 9 there. 23 Billy going in now.
Yeah, maybe he's going to try to do what Hollywood did in stage 2.
Just trying to find the just trying to see if there was a lap count for stage number 3 somewhere. I can't find it. I think we're about 12 laps through this stage. Stage number 3, and one guy is already pit. So that lets me know that... a little bump by Eagles.
Bumper.
He did do that.
That's short track racing right there.
Trying to get it going. Billy now off pit road. And he will be hoping for no flags to come out. 16 gets kind of loose off of 2. Common trouble area for people here at this track. Billy laps down, but cycles right back into his old spot. Now off his first pit of the stage. He will be on that fresher tire. You see him work to the inside of Scotty now. He's going to be looking to get that lap back. One of those laps back the hard way. Which, might play out very good for his strategy. To maybe get one of these laps back before they even pit.
We got to keep our eye on him.
This top 3 is ahead of Billy. And they have not pit yet. Can only imagine these top 3 are going to go for that fresher tire, lighter fuel at the end, maybe.
There's little Billy's flying by.
Yep, Billy around Eagles up into... we're door to door here. Hollywood might be looking to pit. Nope, just very protective of the low line. Henson working to the outside, puts Billy in a bad spot. Looking to draw him 3 wide, doesn't do it. High side hangs the leaders. Billy bumping 15, sorry. And he's around, gets a lap back the hard way.
Eagles made a little bit of contact with Henson. And look at that huge lead now that Hollywood has.
Yeah, all that beating and banging there the last 2 laps has allowed Hollywood to jump out to a good lead here before his first pit stop of the stage. If he did win that stage 2, this would kind of put him in the same ballpark on the strategy. Obviously, tires there for the 23 that last stop. As he moves right back up through these guys after he cycles out of the pit.
Well, just like that, Henson pulled away from Eagles fairly quickly in a couple laps. So he has a fast car as Eagles coming in the pits right now.
All right, 9 on. 15, 18 still out. Henson cuts the gap back a little bit, I believe.
Now I want to see where Eagles, if you can keep an eye on the other drivers, I want to see where Eagles comes in with Billy.
All right, I got Hollywood and Henson. Scotty in my view. Billy right ahead of him. Hollywood, Henson, Scotty yet to pit. Eagles Billy already done so. Round and out of 4.
Eagles now out of pit road. Now, okay. Yeah, it looks like it worked out for Billy. He got about a 10 car length lead. 1.5 seconds as he's coming in front of the leaders right here. He's going to have to make quick work around him. But he has a lot fresher lap tires, so it should be a little bit easier than how it was for Billy.
Yeah, he should be real good to go here. He's going to attack Hollywood down the backstretch into 3 and 4 for sure. And that should put Billy and Eagles kind of on the same page. Because if I'm Henson Hollywood, I'm getting into pit road this time by. And we'll see if that's what they choose to do after these guys already pit and got ahead of them. Not looking like it. 48 in.
The Eagles now passing Billy for the potential lead after the pit cycles go through. He lets him through.
Can't imagine if I'm Henson or Hollywood, I'm staying out a lot longer than this.
And he pulled a big gap over Billy already in a couple laps. And Billy's starting to fall back towards the leaders.
Yeah, that lap gained starting to come back to those guys. I see some paint come off that. 18 goes in. Hollywood stays out.
He's going to try to undercut him. Short pit him.
I knew it wouldn't be long. We'd see that 18 and 15 out there. Possibly see Hollywood go in this lap.
Yeah, my bet is Hollywood is going to be coming this lap. Nope.
Not going to do it. Very confident in this car. More wall there for the 23. He's just going to have to let Hollywood around here in 1 and 2. So a lap gain is a lap back loss there for the 23. And Hollywood still on track. Very long run here for the 15. Now at this point you just got to have a clean pit. You can see Billy pit, already. And Hollywood, right here ahead of him.
Yeah, it seems like Hollywood has a very strong car. He's been in the lead this whole run, so it's just going to be a battle between what strategy is going to work out here. As Henson's starting to come up on Eagles. Should make quick work of him right here.
Eagles not a tough customer to pass.
Eagles in the wall.
Got something off of that turn. Henson clear out of 4. Back up to Hollywood. See the 5 catch the wall a little bit here.
Now it's all on eyes. It's just keep an eye on Hollywood whenever he pits. Oh, we got a little bit of bumper there from Billy.
just keeping it out here. Can only get about 37 laps out of this thing, so I imagine he's going to go the distance in stage 2 on his first stop. And that should give us a good look at what we're looking at for the rest of the stage. With one pit left, probably about 40 laps when Hollywood pit's probably remaining or so.
If you let Billy go by.
Actually, I think
maybe Billy just struggles really bad in the middle of the run, but it starts to pick back up in the tail end of the run.
Yeah, Billy gets back around, and if I'm Hollywood, I'm not staying out here much longer.
I don't know. He must have something planned because it worked out in stage 2. I'm sorry.
And he's got Scotty now working up to him. Because I feel like once these guys start catching you, you gotta get down pit road. That's what he's gonna do this time.
He is now pitting. So let's see how this cycles through. I'm gonna be on the 18 here.
Follow Hollywood, your leader, down pit road. See how this all is gonna cycle back out.
Yeah, Henson's coming off of 2, so I believe he's going to unlap himself right here. Ooh, caught a little bit of the wall
there. Right, interesting race unfolding. One pit remaining for everybody.
Henson's coming out of 4. He should have a big lead over Hollywood.
Still
I just
on
want to know how
road.
I just want to see how those fresher tires worked out. Still on pit road?
Yeah, he got 4 tires there, I do believe.
Yeah, it looks about a straightaway of a lead right there. He's going to have to hope these tires make up towards the end of the run.
I think Hollywood's going to be a lot fresher here. I think Henson's your leader. Let's go back. I think Eagles is in second. Scotty on pit road. And off pit road. And he comes out in front of Billy.
Yeah, Henson's now going into 1. Hollywood's going into 1. I'd say about a 3-4 second lead there. But it's dwindling down.
Yeah, I can see Henson on the chase view of Hollywood here. As Hollywood has Eagles in his sights. I think Hollywood has trimmed this lead down quite a bit.
Ooh, Eagles pinching them down pretty low there. I believe they made a little bit of contact.
Hollywood fighting for all that track spot. Oh, right back in pit road.
Ooh, this is a strategy move here. Something I didn't know.
He was catching those guys,
Hey, he did make something happen in stage 2, so I think he got a little bit of tricks in his bag to know what he's got to do here.
That lets me know there's about 36 remaining. 37, 36, something like that.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be good to make it from there once you get the full tank. I don't think he's going to be able to take tires here, so it's only fuel only. Maybe about a can, half a can here. Should be something slight. Maybe 3-6 second stop. As he's off, yeah, about a 3-second stop. So at best he's going to take maybe a quarter of a can right there.
I think we're looking at 34 to go. So we'll try to keep some tally marks just to maybe have a little reference. Henson's still logging off the laps as the leader here.
Yeah, Billy's pulling out of the way for Hollywood. So Henson still needs to have that 1 pit. Maybe Henson is going to be taking tires here on this next stop. That's why Hollywood did such a long run got fresher tires, and he don't have to take, on the second stop, he didn't have to take tires. He only had to take 3 seconds worth of gas.
Henson
So now it's
down
in,
pit
almost
road.
in, now it's in Henson's ballpark to see what he could do on this strategy. Got to see here, see how long of a pit stop.
Got Hollywood. He's coming out of 2. There's a lot of these guys still got 2 pits remaining. Hollywood makes both his pits kind of in back-to-back laps.
Yeah, this has to be a 4-tire stop. Oh yeah, so that was about 16-second stop right there. Now he's going to have the fresher tires here, but yet it's not that much fresher than what we know. It's maybe 10, 12 lap fresher tires if I'm guessing.
And that would put, I think, Hollywood in front of Henson, correct?
So Henson is coming out of 4 right here. Hollywood's at the line, I think.
Out of 2 right now.
Out of 2. So now he's got to make up all that time.
Into 3, Hollywood. Out of 4.
Out of 2 for Henson.
Across the line. I'm telling you, I think Billy. I don't know. I think Billy might be looking good here on this strategy. But those fresher tires, we've seen that happen before, you know.
Oh, Billy's pitting.
Might have been a good move there by old Billy.
Yeah, so I see what the strategy that Hollywood ran long the first run to take 4 tires, and then the next stop, after about 10 laps, he only had to take half a can of fuel. So that saved him roughly 13 seconds of not staying in the pits for what Henson did. He took 2 4-tire stops there on both runs. So that's 16 seconds apiece.
Scotty has made his second stop as well, and he is in front of Henson. It's off Henson's second stop.
So that 13 seconds is the window that Hollywood is hoping for, that he could just keep that lead there. And I think that's a huge lead. And even though Henson has the fresher tires, I think Hollywood's riding the seat to win this race. Very smart strategy.
Yeah, good moves there
coming
by
out of
Hollywood.
2.
I mean, if this ends up working out for him, Billy.
Oh, Henson's in the wall. I think he wrecked.
no.
Him and the 6 car got in a wreck.
Oh no, I see that. TCR Johnny right there.
What happened?
I don't know. Henson mowing the grass right now. Heavy damage off
Yeah.
the nose. That's going to ruin his chance at this one. Sees Hollywood.
Man, what a
go by him.
heartbreaker. I was trying to flip through the drivers, and next thing I know, I see Henson just in the infield grass with the 6 car.
If no issues here, I think Billy's looking maybe to get a lap back here.
Yeah, because Billy took about a 16-second stop, so he had to take 2 4-tire stops, so he's unlapping himself right here.
Yeah, that would put him ahead of Henson, I believe, at this moment.
Yeah.
Alright, I think the next lead lap car, not sure, might be Eagles.
Let's try to see. So I'm taking a look at Hollywood.
Alright, so here we're coming down to the money laps. I think we're looking at about 20 to go based off some rough math. Based on the pit stops. Hollywood looking real good here as Billy goes around him. He has got to chase him all the way back around. And Henson, the incident with the 6 ruins his shot at this race. I'm thinking
the caution didn't come out.
Yeah, I'm thinking the second place car is Eagles, which is a good distance behind Hollywood.
Yeah, I think Hollywood is the only one that did that strategy where he ran long, took 4 tires, and the very next stop he only took 3 seconds of just gas.
Yeah, and that's where I figure maybe they was about 37. He pit with about 40 some, and then came back down with 37, 36 to go. I think we're about 18 to go now, or so.
Yeah, over under.
Yeah. Hollywood with the well of a strategy here. Leads every lap in heat number 2, and kind of does the same here in stage 3 in the main event after, I believe, winning stage 1. And hell, as big as this gap is, he might have won stage 2.
Yeah, I believe he did win stage 2 because we got 23 making a little bit of contact there with the 48, if I believe. But yeah, he ran a good strategy. I think he did the same exact thing that he did in this stage, but it was just a little bit less laps, so his lead was just as big. We just didn't really know it.
I do believe we're coming down to maybe around 15 to go. Over under.
Over under.
The main event is almost down to its last laps. Can the strategy of Hollywood hang on for a win here and propel him to the points? I mean, if he swept this race, I mean, that's going to be huge for him in the standings.
Yeah, didn't Hollywood win the Auto Club race? Or was that Henson?
It might have been Henson, I think. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I don't even know if it is Eagles in second. That's a large gap, if so. Trying to just keep up with the laps here, everybody, as we get down to the last few laps of this one.
My guess is if there is 8 to go. I'm going to say 8 to go. So coming to this line right now.
I got 10 and J-Well's got 8, so let's see how it works out.
Let's count it.
Still, it's just going to be, you know, running clean. That's what it's going to take here for the rest of this one. I'm pumped. If Hollywood wins this, I'm pumped to see what he's got to say. I know he's been looking a long time. He's been looking a real long time to just dominate a race.
Yeah, he out-strategized them, and I'm kudos to him. I didn't think anything of that. Maybe if I would have, I didn't think to run it about the 8-10 laps that he ran, and then pit for the second stop that quick. I may have ran long the first run, and then ran long the second run, and then just take the fuel after that. But you could work on the front end or back end on both of that strategies.
All right, 5 or 7 to go, depending on who you're with here.
I'm surprised nobody, if he did do that same exact strategy, I'm surprised nobody caught on in stage 2 to run that same exact strategy. But he did run it a little bit different. He pitted before everybody in the very first run of stage 2.
Henson here looking to the inside to get around Hollywood after the crash from his pit earlier.
Already lost count of laps.
I believe this time by we'll be looking at either 3 or 5 to go.
Hopefully 3 to go.
Let's see if Hollywood can hang on to it. I'm not sure how close second is.
Oh, they got to be a mile back.
I'm thinking they got to be back there.
It's got to be either Eagles or Scotty, but how much he's coming to the line right now.
Not only is that strategy beneficial to how much time he gained up, but, you know, whenever you come off pit road, he's got that fresh tire from the stop before still. So, you know, it's not as hard on him getting off pit road as it probably was at some of these other guys.
Yeah, I believe Scotty's in second place, so Hollywood's coming to the line right now.
Could be 1 or 3 to go here, so we'll see.
Scotty's getting the line right now too, so it's had to be Scotty if it's my guess.
Scotty
about a 5-6 second lead. As this should be the last lap, I think. No.
I got 2 to go.
This got to be the last lap.
All right, can Hollywood hang on here from Richmond to get this W in the Dash4Cash series? I believe we got 1 to go. If I'm right, I'm going to lose my mind.
Nope, you are right. I think you are.
I judged it all based off Hollywood's pit strategy because I knew what he was doing once he went right back into pit road. And I still think we got laps.
1 to go now. He was a little bit slower that lap. Maybe he's taking it easy, so this should be the last lap.
Hollywood just trying to get it around here and make sure he secures victory from Richmond. And he's still logging down the laps. Yeah. No, this is the one. So we were both definitely wrong. But that's okay. So now I'm going plus here. We're +2.
Oh, we got a slow car in the bottom. 45. Everybody's so slow. What's going on? Is there a wreck? No, that is the race, I believe. No?
Yeah, Hollywood is slow. That's it. We were 3 laps off, ladies and gentlemen. Or at least I was.
Welcome to the winner's circle.
But that was awesome. Judging the lap down to that. Man, I think Hollywood did get the W here. I think Scotty's going to be your second place car. Now third is a toss-up. Could be Eagles.
Yeah, I believe it's Hollywood, then JCR, Scotty, and then Eagles. If I have my guess, because Billy and Henson were just ahead of Hollywood. And so we got our winner in the winner's circle.
What was our top 3 there?
My guess.
Myself, Scotty, Eagles.
All right,
let's go.
That's what I thought. All right, everybody hang out. We'll get those top 3 interviews underway. Eagles will be first. And driver of your 9 car. Then we'll go to Scotty, driver of the 42. Then your winner, Hollywood. Here from Scotty. Richmond. All right, JCR v. JCR action in the booth. As we'll wait for those guys to join. Eagles with the hot lap out there, 4.63. All right, we're on board and waiting for that 9 car. Yes, Holly Dub. Put it in the chat. We got one.
Dub.
Can't win in Ruthless though, poor dude. Right, let's see if we get everybody in here. Because only Hollywood has joined us so far, so we're just waiting. Thanks to everybody who's watched us here tonight, though. Me and Jay, well, I appreciate it. It's been a long one up here. Just make sure you've locked that stream, subscribed if you haven't done so yet. Yeah, big shout out to our top 3 out there. Third place finisher, Eagles. Man, long one out there. Started from the pole. seemed like you had a little incident there in stage 2, and you just never fully recovered from that. And walk us through what your pit stops may have looked like. Looked like a trouble issue for a lot of guys.
I actually felt like I ran a pretty clean race, honestly. Started from the pool, that was nice, and drove off a little bit, and man, first stage was such a long time ago. I just know caution came out there at the end, and people played drive-through, and could have finished second, should have finished second. If not, maybe I could have ran Hollywood down, but ended up finishing fourth because just got knocked back to fourth. But yeah, no, I felt like I ran a pretty clean race, no issues on pit road, just a lot of strategy. People pitting early, some people running the whole run out, and just fortunate we didn't get a caution at the wrong time to trap me a lap down. But I should be happy with third, but I think I ran the wrong strategy there in the third stage. If I would have followed Hollywood, I felt like me and Hollywood were pretty close. Felt like I was a little better than the 42 at the end of the run. Passed him there, whatever stage it was. But I don't know, just come away third. I guess it's a decent points day. I think I was top 5 in all the stages, but there was no draft, so it wasn't really what I was expecting. But it was all car tonight. But I'll take third.
All right, yeah, good strong running out there. I mean, you're up front the whole event. I mean, from heat 1 to the end of this one, and it comes away with thirds. Like you said, good points day for this payout series for you. But good running out there.
Yep, appreciate it.
All right, on to our second place finisher, TCR Scotty. Going to be interviewed by Jay Well, driver of the 42 Black Rifle Camaro.
TCR Scotty.
Who's that guy?
Oh, shit. Sorry, JC.
He's not even in here, but I can do the interview for him. Yeah, we ran a race today. I couldn't get the strategy down, but fast car. We'll take second though. Hope everybody had a good race today and watched the broadcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, that's Scotty right there. I'm his PR person.
There you go. All right, good round there, Scotty.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we'll move over to Holly Dub. Man, did you win stage 2?
Yeah, swept it.
Awesome. There you go.
Okay.
Big race sweep
There you
there for Hollywood. We're kind of confused you had such a lead. But yeah, Hollywood gets it done. We want to apologize, actually. We thought Henson was possibly in the lead. But yeah, big Holly sweep. So just walk us through what it was like, man. You've done good in heat 2 and then come out here and dominated stage 3 or dominated the whole race. So basically, but big domination stage 3. That strategy really threw the hook, line, and sinker on this whole deal. Yeah, just walk us through the whole thing.
Yeah. So stage 1, I decided. Well, honestly, throughout this whole race, no tires was going to be the call throughout all the stages, and if you're going to commit to that, actually, you guys want to do Scotty's interview since you just joined?
All right, Scotty. P2 finish. How did you feel about your car? I know you weren't on the right end of the strategy today, but what do you felt like you could have done different for this race?
Well, I was going to ask you, what are you doing up in the booth so much? You forget how to drive a car?
I just lost motivation to drive, but I like being up in the booth.
I ain't seen you on the track, man.
Yeah, I've been bored.
No, but that car was junk. That thing, I'm throwing that thing away after this race. I'll never race that setup again. It was.
Send it to me.
Yeah, you can have it. I can have it. It was so tight on entry, I couldn't get it to. I was losing so much, drive off. It was a tough car to drive. Henson, I know he had the fastest car out there, and then Hollywood, he pulled a pretty good strategy there. I seen what he was doing, and that last stage, I ducked off in after he did, and I knew he was taking no tires, but I was like, no, I'll probably pop a right rear. So I took 2 tires just to get me a little more track position, and it paid off. But it definitely wasn't a second place car.
Do you feel like you could have done that same strategy or no?
No, that right rear would have gave out. That's why I didn't even chance it. So I just
Okay, yeah. We were wondering up in the booth if any other drivers could have done that same strategy, or like they seen him. I believe he did the same strategy in stage 2, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he did. His car was, boy, it was fast too. So he had a fast car and he had no fall off. So I don't know how he did that with that right rear, but that's why I got to go back to work. I'm gonna come back with a brand new setup next time I go to that track.
We're gonna check Hollywood for a bleeding valve.
Yeah, I think he had a bleeder on his tires, but we'll check on the R&D center after this race.
Yeah, run that car through inspection.
Sir, good race. Do you have anything for him, Stu?
No, just good run out there. Obviously it took some strategy, especially like you said, taking those right tires. So good way to keep it together and get some good points out of this.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. And good win, Hollywood.
Also, Scotty, I think I found my calling. It's in the booth.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Hey, he's all right.
Yeah, I suck on the track now. Y'all gonna make you look like a fool out there.
We're making a fool Jamie McMurray
I'd
out
like
of
to get
him.
up there with y'all. I know we did one race. I can't remember. It was years ago. I got to broadcast a New Hampshire race, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I get excited. I probably sound like Dale Jr. up there. You know how he is.
We got a car in the wall.
No redneck getting all excited.
All right, good stuff out there from the 42. All right, back over to Hollywood, though. Holly Dub, Holly Sweep, whatever you want to talk about. Take us through your whole event, man, here, or the whole main event, just taking it all the way home.
Yeah, so stage 1, I was committed to taking no tires, and I felt like pitting really early gave me the best opportunity to, get on and off pit road with the old, like I didn't want to wait too long and have older tires slip coming off or whatever. So I pitted early, and when you do that, you get trap laps down. So there was a caution that came out in stage 1, but luckily everybody had cycled through and pit, or I had got back on the lead lap at least. But I think everybody cycled through and pit. But so then I started third there. I don't really know what happened on the restart. To me, I felt like the 6 kind of checked up too early going into that turn, and I kind of got into him. I don't know. People could say different things, but I wasn't trying to run him over. I was just hitting my normal marks, and moved him up the track and kind of went through, and then whatever happened behind me ended that stage. But then we moved on to stage 2, and kind of. Oh man, how did I do that one? I think I did the same thing where I pitted really early and I used the first set of tires I was on and took just half a tank of gas to get me those extra 3 or 4 laps that I needed to get to where the final run was only 37 laps, because I knew I could do 37 laps running hard and I wouldn't have to save fuel, and I would be like 2 or 3 laps to the good. So my magic number tonight was 37. So I pitted right there on my first set of tires, maybe 10 laps in, took that fuel, came back out, ran that fuel out until that 37 number, came back in, took 4 tires, and then I think a lot of guys took 4 twice, so that gained me a lot of time. And even if they hadn't, I felt like I would have had the best tires at the end of the race, because my last run was a fresh set, and I could run hard the whole time. And then stage 3, kind of the same thing, but I flipped it. I felt like now that I'd won those first 2 stages, I didn't want to blow it with getting caught trapped a lap down. So I decided to stay out really long on my first set of tires, make sure that there wasn't any cautions that came out, and make sure that I was controlling the race in case something happened. And then I came in, took tires, came back out, ran like 4 or 5 laps. Again, the same thing, just to get to the 37 number. Came back in and took my last set then. And so then, for a couple laps, I was trapped a lap down, but then Lynch was the guy that stayed out really long, and I had passed him on track to get my lap back, and I think I might have been the only one of the leaders on the lead lap. So I felt like I was in a good spot if caution had come out. Luckily, it didn't. It was it going green like that. It pretty much turned into a strategy race. I felt like Henson did have a little bit of a better car than myself, but I was able to keep him behind me, and Eagles behind me as well, along with Scotty. And so that really opened up the door for me to pull some strategy moves, because I wasn't behind them. You know what I mean? I wasn't seconds behind them. So, yeah, man, I wasn't expecting to come here and sweep the race at all. I didn't think that that's what would happen. And after the second stage, I knew that I had a pretty good shot at it, and that I just needed to run really clean the third stage. I felt like as I got in a rhythm, not my car, but myself as a driver got better throughout the race. And so it was really cool. I haven't won a league race in a little bit. Definitely haven't swept one in a long time. This might be the first time. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was a lot of fun out there, man. I had a good time. So
A big dominant performance there for you in this Dash4Cash, and that's going to propel you up in those point standings too. So that's going to be a big help. J-Well, you got anything for our winner?
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you knew anybody else knew the same strategy you were going to be doing for this race.
I personally didn't tell anybody, and I honestly, I knew about the no tires thing because the Ruthless races, when we ran Richmond, instead of requiring that extra stop, because for me, when we ran, I felt like it was kind of pointless to stop just because you were going to take no tires and gas, right? Which is kind of the strategy I ran. So we only had done one stop, and people were able to make it on fuel because you save naturally here, and tires weren't too big of a deal. So then Billy was mandating 2 stops, and I knew that my strategy was basically going to be no tires, and it was just depending. I was just me trying to figure out when I wanted to take the no tires, so that I could come off the pit road clean and not lose time on track as well. Sometimes you see people they're on a no tire strategy, but they wait until the end of the run. Oh, excuse me. They wait until the end of the run to take the no tires, and then they come off pit road, they slip up and mess it up. I didn't want to do that. So, again, if caution would have came out at any point right then, in any of those stages, it would have totally screwed me, and I would be having a different conversation right now. But luckily, the race was able to go green, and the strategy worked itself out the way I thought it would. I think that, like Scotty took 2 tires. I think Henson might have took 2 as well because he came out around Scotty, and then something happened on track. But what were you saying?
So do you think you showed your strategy a little too early in stage 2? Because I think you did a similar deal there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but then this is what I was saying, where like in stage 2, I used the first set of tires to do it, and then in stage 3, I showed them what I was going to do basically, but I did it on a different set of tires, so I would still, it was still a little different, I guess. But I mean, anybody could have done that. So I don't know. I was planning on honestly more than trying to do it because there's not a lot of fall off here, so even coming out on no tires, like as long as somebody's not 10 laps, 15 laps ahead of you on tires, it's not going to make a huge difference. And like Henson, I think I came out, or Scotty actually, I think I came out like 9 seconds ahead of him, and he was able to get back to like 7 or something. It was only like 2 or 3 seconds that he was able to gain on me, even though he had those 2 tires. Or I think the first stage, maybe it was somebody had 4 tires, and they just weren't gaining enough to be able to make that big of a difference. So I knew that that was going to be my strategy all the way through, and it worked out. I don't know. Nobody caught on to make it work for them. My car, I also had to make adjustments too on pit road. Like the end of stage 1, there was only a few amount of laps left. I think I loosened it up after that caution, and then had to tighten it back up under the stage brake. And then after I took no tires, I tightened it up. That last stage, there was that run where I said I took tires and came back out. I loosened it up right there so I could run like basically hot laps, like 5 or 6 hot laps, and then come in, take my no tires, and tighten it back up for the long run. So there were certain adjustments I made throughout the race to help myself out with the tires. But all in all, it was a good race. I didn't have any problems with anybody on track. Everybody ran pretty clean. All the lap cars and traffic gave me a lot of room tonight. So it was an awesome event. I hope there's another one. I'm looking forward to it as well. And shout out you guys in the booth. Shout out FTR and Billy for putting it on. Congratulations to Scotty and Eagles on the podium. And hell yeah. That's all I got, boys.
Hey, good race out of you
I
there,
hope
Hollywood.
that is.
So Gino actually had Hollywood from the beginning. He wants to know where he can send you that money for that case. And,
I forgot about that.
personally, for me, since he picked you as the winner, I'm just going to go ahead and say, for me, your gift is you're automatically in the diecast giveaway at Bristol. If you make
For
it
Gino.
or not, Gino's in. Yeah, Gino's in.
Okay. Gino's our first entry. I'm down.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's going to do it. I
Great
don't
win.
think Billy's in here, is he?
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, yes? Oh.
Oh,
ahead,
word. Okay, cool. So Billy's in here. Billy, great event you put on here. You can kind of just talk about your race a little bit if you want, maybe how it went or what kind of strategy you were looking at there, and just wrap up your event here, man. You had a good one.
Yeah, we won't talk about my race. It wasn't that great.
Okay.
But I'll tell you though, I mean, I'm happy. I feel like we had a lot of good guys in here tonight. I've seen a lot of clean racing. Everybody seemed to have fun, so that's kind of what we want to do here is just race for some money, have a little fun, and I think we accomplished that. I mean, as far as race 2, we didn't have the turnout like we wanted as we did for race 1, but I'm sure we'll have some more guys be able to sign up for the next race. Hope everybody that raced tonight, I hope these guys will show back up for the next race. But all in all, I think it was great, man. Thank you guys up here in the booth for doing this. I know it's a little bit of a marathon, but thank you guys. That's really appreciate it.
Yeah, Billy, thanks for reaching out. It's good to put this on. I think everybody liked it. Got a lot of views, likes. Got over 200 comments in here, and the racing was good once we got down that main event. It was a lot of strategy as I figured, and it works out good for Hollywood. But I can't wait to see Turkey Day Thunder take off, and then the third edition of this Dash4Cash series later on.
Yes, sir.
All right, so without further ado, we'll get this thing wrapped up. Next week, Ruthless is off, but any other week you can catch us on Tuesdays, Thursdays, 9 o'clock right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Catch your FTR Elite Series here on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. EST. We will be at WWT next week on Wednesday. Congratulations to Hollywood on the win. Scotty and Eagles come second, third. This is the FTR Dash4Cash series from Richmond. The riches of Richmond belong to Hollywood tonight. And that's going to be all for me and JWoww. JWoww, you got anything for anybody before we go?
Oh yeah, this is a great event, and like always, I'm looking forward to. I know the turnout wasn't as big, but I'm looking forward to the bigger events such as like the Thanksgiving Bash, and I think they'll bring everybody back together. Just trying to get the numbers, but either way, a lot of great strategy that played out. Good racing, got a couple good cautions in there, and there's nothing more you can ask for.
I agree, man. It was a good one. Thanks to everybody who watched us out there. Almost 4 hours on the live YouTube. Man, what a day. But anyways.
Yo, one more thing.
What?
Shout out to my teammate on the one.
Hey,
Good strategy, buddy.
Thank you, dog.
There you go. RS Love. But without further ado, that's going to be it for me, Beanu Stew, and JWoww. Yeah, catch us again. Should be live for regular scheduled programming Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST. Everybody take it easy. Rock on. Race on. Ruthless Racing.